Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to another Collectible Past. We're getting ready to show some stuff that we really do enjoy, and we're going to sit there and we're going to laugh at all the haters that got nothing better to do than to sit there and whine and cry about a bunch of franchises that they literally can't stand, but they keep giving those companies money. And I hope that you're all doing well. Of course, we are joined by my co-host, Vinnieart.
Hey, how we doing? How we doing, everyone? Hello, everyone in chat. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Trina. I'm getting ready to talk about plastic. Let's do it.
Yeah, and of course, our other co-host Trina. Thank you for both being here for this. It's always fun to have other people hang out here doing this one. I thought you were all going to desert me. I'm coming back, and they're like, "Well, let's leave that pig in the dust. He left us hanging for a month. You son of a bitch! You get what you deserve." But
yeah, I put it in the newsletter. And then we changed our mind last minute. No.
It is awesome to be back. I wish I could say the same about the internet, but no, it is not back. What's going on, Chaos Hoy? First one in the chat was saying hi to him as I was trying to get around the workaround of getting things uploaded. No thanks to CenturyLink. Always DTF in the chat. What's going on, man? I hope that you're doing well. Cotton Ministries. What's up, Cotton? Hanging out in the chat. Soul Assassin in the house. Hey, check it out. The Twitter menace, formerly known as One Tommy in the Guinea Pig Collective, is back. I am back, and I am in the saddle again. I'm ready to have some fun and ready to kick this pig off. And you know what? It's still in the works as the tribute. I know it's been a while. I've still been working on it. I want to get Cliff Jumper's tribute right. That will be upcoming, and then that'll be during the regular week. I ain't going to do that on the toy stream. But my thoughts to our fallen pig brother as we go ahead and we're going to do something right here to start this one off. That is not Transformer related because I'm not going to disrespect that pig right now. But guys, here we go with a toy hunt as our opening salvo for the show.
Up in Walmart, checking out to see what they have here. Transformers Earthspark. I got a few Transformers 1s here. So, Bumblebee one from it. There's the Optimus. And then we got Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. $19.99 for Bumblebee and the other ones, but this one looks like it's listed at 24. Like, I'm kind of surprised. He's not that much bigger. Whatever. That's basically all they really have here. I mean, I got the Orion packs. I got a few gears down at the bottom. Really not a whole lot else to actually speak of because most of these look really cheap. But yeah, that's what they got going on here at Walmart. Further down the line here in Walmart, we got some of the McFarlane Batmans. So you got Multiverse Batman, you got the Adam West version. This one doesn't actually look too bad. It's actually kind of cool looking. And then they've got the Hugo Strange Batman. Got some of the Turtle stuff over here in Target. 40 Years of Turtles. Still got a couple of these original sketch reprints. Leonardo, Raphael. Got a few classics sitting here. But they do have this. This is something different. For the 40 Years, Wacky Action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Toilet Taxi. Fastest flusher to fight the foot. With an exclusive Donatello figure. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that's pretty short. Up at Target, looking at some of the Turtle stuff. Got the Toilet Taxi with Donatello. Once again, the color is a little off on that. We got the 40 Years Turtles, which I did a review on Leonardo and Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. The reviews are coming up soon. They got some more of the movie star Turtles in, the Classics line, and this Shredder, like, wow, this looks terrible. He was the short spot. And then they got a Foot Ninja as well. God, I don't remember the original one looking that bad. That's just horrible looking.
Yeah, those were cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
That Oompa Loompa shredder at the end, though, killed me. And I looked it up, the classic version for the movie ones. Shredder looked like that in the original classic ones. Like, it's just such a horrible design.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I got some funny shit to show today as well. But real quick though, always ETF for $10.
Yeah,
He
I was just going to mention that.
Yeah, he's going to be getting his first figure, and it's a garage kit. I was familiar with a lot of those things too back in the day. Right before I started getting into McFarlane, well, before I got the job over there, my brother and I we did a couple of different garage kits. We did a couple of Universal Monster ones, a few different ones. But yeah, so basically, for those who are kind of unfamiliar, it's like just like a resin kit that you got to kind of put them together. So whatever the pose is in, like the figure's kind of chopped up. So you need to, sometimes you got to do your own sanding. Other times it is smooth. They come in all different pieces, and then you put them all together. You paint them. They're pretty damn sweet. So dude, yeah, that's fantastic. Always ETF. That ought to be cool. Like I said, man, tag me on Twitter when you do have it. Yeah, I'd like to see it. That'd be pretty cool. I think it's an anime character.
And for that super chat, let's give him this.
Hey, Prime! What do you think Megatron's gonna do to Starscream?
Nothing gentle, I would say.
That's great.
So what? I never heard of what is a garage kit?
It's basically like sort of like a bootleg kind of thing, but it's they're made in such small numbers in most cases. So there might be I don't know, 50 to maybe a couple hundred, depending on who's making them. But yeah, so like the way we used to do it, like my brother would have, he used to sculpt it, send it to someone to do the molding and casting, and then those reproductions basically, you'd put it like in a box, maybe have your own label or what it's supposed to look like, usually like the finished piece. And then, yeah, let's say, we only have about, 20 to 30 of them. You set your price, and it's sort of like almost like an Etsy type thing. But yeah, that's sort of like bootleg stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't have the rights for them. So, and they're not being mass produced. So since there's such a small number, they usually look the other way, like it's not such a big deal. Mm-hmm. But there was a magazine that actually, I don't know if it's still around, but yeah, there was like a garage kit magazine, and you see all the different ones in there. Side story, also toy related, the director to The Walking Dead, the first 6 episodes, Frank Darabont, there was an artist or an inker at Marvel who commissioned us to actually paint up one of the ones that we had. We had Boris Karloff as the Mummy, and we had painted it, put them all together, and sent it to Frank Darabont. And he said he was like over the moon about it. He absolutely loved it and went straight into his display case and everything. So it was pretty cool. So that was awesome.
What's going on? Bad Take Bojan in the house. What's up, Tina?
What's up?
Scrambles a death dealer also in the house. What's going on, man? What's going on? He says, I'm trying to get my son, 21, to go with me to see Am I Racist in theaters. It's always good when people set examples, Scrambles, and I applaud you on that, sir.
Hell yeah.
And Soul Assassin, you ain't wrong. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. So one of the other things I wanted to talk about real quick. So in that toy hunt, showing off the Batman, the Hugo Strange, and of course that 66 one we've both been talking about. Yeah. I seen another one the day before or yesterday. I think it was the day before in Target. They had a manga version of Batman, so it's literally listed as manga Batman.
Okay,
have you ever run across that? Yeah.
No.
Have you ever run across that one yet? No.
Haven't seen that one.
I wish I uploaded that.
I came damn close to getting that Adam West one, and I didn't. first time I passed on it is because of I got the Wonder Woman for my birthday. I'm like, yeah, if I'm gonna spend, I'll spend a little extra and I'll get that awesome statue. Which I know Trina's like, when are you gonna send it to me?
That was beautiful.
That thing was really killer. But and then this time around, I found something I was looking for that I missed out on the first release of this figure, and they did a brand new mold apparently for him, and so I'll be showing the other thing I got. But yeah, it's the only reason why I didn't get that Batman, because again, it's like it's either this or that. You know, funds are too tight.
Because you could buy this or you could buy that.
Yeah. Plus, what was it? A couple days ago, whatever, or last week. I did get you gave me a call and you were asking if I had this thing yet, and I'm like, yes, I did. I just did not have a chance to film it or anything, but also showing that one today. So
Nice.
Really cool. If it's cool, I'll show a couple of the shorts. I filmed a few things too. And there was something here that really, this one hurt to pass on, but once you see the price, you're like, yeah, I could see why you passed on it. This right here, I had to pass on it because it was too expensive. They had the Stinger, the G.I. Joe classified Cobra Jeep with the driver. These people are on crack. $100. Does this come with a hand job? Why is this $100?
That's nuts.
What the heck?
Yeah. I mean, it's nice looking, everything they have there. And I guess you got to snap things together because the box doesn't really represent like the size of this. I believe it's like the other ones you probably have to pop the tires on and stuff. I think there's some electronics, but there is no reason why this thing is $100. That's bullshit. At best, that could have been $40, maybe 50, but that's pushing it. And the $20 figure, you know? So you're talking closer to $60-ish makes sense. Not 100.
I could even possibly see 75. So if you say 25 for the figure and 50 for the vehicle, I could see 75. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's super reasonable, but at least
But
kind
it's
of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pushing it. And don't get me wrong, it looks beautiful, but that's bullshit. That's bullshit. And you can tell too here. There's a dent in the box on top of it. It's not even in good shape. So if you're a collector and you want to keep all this stuff, it's like, okay, well now I got a damaged box on top of it. Man, it's these companies, man, they really piss me off. But it did look nice. I saw something else here that I think you guys will laugh at. Yeah, listen to what I said on it.
Brian Danielson, whatever his name is, the Bella guy. What is going on with his mouth? That's what he's supposed to look like. What the hell is that?
I don't know what they were thinking. I was going down the aisle like, I gotta record this. This is too funny looking.
Dr. Teeth over here.
God awful. Why the hell does Walmart always do this? They just block their eye on all the other figures and stuff. Like, why would they do this?
Yeah. There's a couple 100 pounds of pallets, and they just pushed it onto that toy aisle. Isn't that nice?
I tend to start climbing over those things, just stepping on things, just because I just don't care.
Absolutely.
I would have, but I'm like, I'm not in the mood today, and I just kind of filmed it.
See, that's when you got to like belly flop onto the stack of boxes. Just have fun with it. Just pretend it's a big pile of leaves.
You kind of could, but I think Trina's going to appreciate this one.
And what's up, Pope?
Oh, what's that?
I was saying hi to Pope.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, my shiny teeth in me. This was great. I'm like, there's Christmas stuff that's already on display, but I think Tommy might appreciate what this actually is, because it's actually a horror scene. This thing, but it's actually for Halloween, because as you can tell, someone's missing a head. And then we go along the ice skating rink, and we just see a foot there. And then there's another pair of feet. There's a mass murderer out in Disneyland. This is crazy. I think I know who the culprit is. I think it's Winnie the Pooh. Oh, brother. It's not a candy cane, it's a weapon. He took them all out. Well, I thought this...
It's Blood and Honey, the Christmas version.
Right? There's like fucking four characters missing limbs or missing bodies.
I was kind of hoping that you were going to start filming that, and then you were going to throw a match, and I was going to watch it go up in flames. That's what I thought I was getting ready to get entertained with, but no, it's just some broken figures.
If I took out a match and burned down the place, I think Costco would have been really pissed.
At least throw an M80 into the damn thing.
Oh shit!
I'm not asking for much.
I know, brother. I know, but it's a shame that Slasher isn't here tonight because I did find the figure that he showed last week before we wrapped up.
There's that Stealth Ninja He-Man from the Motu crossover.
Yeah, I look at his eyes. It looked like he took a hit or something.
He-Man took a hit or something. He looks very high.
Vinny, pause that for a second.
Yep.
I've seen that look before. I've seen that exact look before. It's usually on the crowd that attends to the Kamala little. Yeah. They're little get-togethers. They all have that same look, like duh.
Wait till tomorrow when we talk about the Diddy stuff. Whew. But this is a really nice looking figure, but I don't like what they did with his hair. Like it looks almost like he's got like frosted tips or something. Like it doesn't make sense. But they did have the Green Army Man version.
Figure. Those are pretty cool. Except for his frosty tips.
And he has no guns, so that's really stupid too. But
they had the army.
They had this. This looked damn good. I was tempted. I did like that, but again, he has no guns.
Yeah, they just did him in a plain, like old army guy color.
Yeah, they did a little bit of like a dirt wash on him too.
Regular.
I don't know if you could tell a little bit. He's got a little bit of a wash on him, which ain't bad. But yeah, I don't know. It looked good. It did look good. And this is a platinum one, so this one's harder to get. But again, I had to pass on him because I got something else.
Green Army Man.
Something like that. It was right next to him.
Which that looks really good.
Still nice.
Didn't they have a third version that's like colored?
A what color?
Sand colored.
I don't know.
I thought I seen one that was like all sand colored once. And not unless I'm misremembering and it was the green one. I thought I seen one that was like a sand color.
It's possible. I'm not that sure. But I did see. Last week I showed there was a 2-pack of. I think I showed it last week, didn't I? Somewhere down here. The Universal Monsters. Well, they actually did a 4-pack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this one. It looked good. And the black and white versions, yeah, I don't know. Something about them. They did so damn well.
Those are cool.
Yeah. This kind of shocked me. I wasn't expecting to see this. And that Michelangelo, that looks really good.
I keep seeing that in my local Targets. Like they're all restocked with him and the Raphael as the Wolfman.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they got the Frankenstein one instead over here. But the other 2-pack I showed last week, it was the black and white version of the Raphael Wolfman and the Hunchback Leonardo. And so this one, it's like if the Wolfman one was there, I don't know, maybe that would have been worth getting. But this is a very pricey set. Could you guess how much the price was? Frankie got it right off the bat.
$240.
Wait, okay, hold on. Let me guess. I'm gonna guess 140.
Very close.
It's actually more. Okay, I was gonna say, was it like the turtle one or around 160?
Yeah, 150 for all four. So
But still, it's just so damn expensive.
That's the same price as buying each one individually.
Yeah. So they didn't do any favors for anyone.
Yeah, you're using less packaging technically by just putting them in one big giant box like that. So I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
So it has
hey, you know who,
off.
yeah, right. What's going on? Horny Alpha in the house. What's up, man?
What's up?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Awesome
DTF.
one.
Are they called the Universal Monsters because they are known over the world, or because they were made by Universal Studios? Universal Studios. And I'm sorry,
Yep.
Awesome One. What's up, man?
Hey, hello everyone. Yeah. I am looking forward to seeing what they do in Universal Studios over there with the whole monster theme park thing that they're doing. They're doing a whole section. They said they're going to give Creature of the Black Lagoon his own ride that's kind of reminiscent of the old Jaws ride. They're going to have a section, Frankenstein, I think the Wolfman as well. Yeah, it's going to be
I would be super interested if they decided to bring back some of the old school things. Bring back, even if you do it on a smaller scale, bring back Kong, bring back Jaws, and bring back the freaking the Bates home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did they take the Bates freaking motel in the house out of there?
From what I
looks so
understand,
cool.
they just closed off that section. I don't know if they took it down, or I don't know if they took it down, but I know they closed it off because it used to be open to go see, and now it's not. But they are losing Simpsons, so.
Oh, they are?
From what I understand, the last I heard that Disney was looking to take it away, since they own it now.
But I thought they had a special contract for the theme park.
Does that really make a difference? It's
not.
Disney we're talking about.
Yeah, but yeah,
they found ways around those contracts that were already in place before Marvel sold off to anybody. I mean, they were, when they first went into bankruptcy, they were selling off to all these different movie companies and everything like that. And apparently, that guy who was running Toy Biz, that Artie guy, he was behind a lot of that because he had controlling interest apparently in the company that bought Marvel out. And I didn't know that. Like, he was behind everything. He was the one that was working with Kevin Feige when he first started all the Marvel MCU stuff.
I didn't know
Did not know that. I found out about all that shit last night. I was like, wow, that's interesting.
That's crazy. But dude, that whole section with Simpsons, it's a huge part, and it's like right like the walkway.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna close it all down.
That's the word. Whether or not it happens, but I wouldn't put it past Disney, because if they think there's some way they can make more money, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
I can't believe they own Simpsons now.
I know, because of Fox.
Oh my God.
So wait a minute. Wait, so, Tom, you've been there, right? You've been to that one.
I never had a chance to go there. The last time I was planned on going to Universal is when my dad was still around. So it was back in 2019. I was going to take him for the Harry Potter stuff. But time restraints. He wasn't down here long enough for me to take him up there.
Yeah.
So,
Trina, you've never been, right?
No, I've never been. I've been to Disney, but never Universal.
Yeah, I think Universal, they did it way better anyway.
No, they're always adding more stuff too. What's going on, Teal? 29 in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Soul Assassin. I watched Disney will announce a shit Simpson film to milk after they take it away. I would not be surprised. What's going on, Curtis Selby, man? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Disney, no, for not paying small creators that can't afford to sue, right? Yeah, they love to steal shit. That is what they're all about.
Yep. Them and Marvel, same shit.
Oh, I'd love to go to that. I would love to see that Harry Potter.
See, I wanted to take my dad there. My dad was into Harry Potter. I personally can't stand it, but I was willing to bite that bullet and take him there.
Yeah.
But like I said, it just wasn't enough time.
Yeah. Last time I went was before the pandemic. It was one of the last Orlando shows that I did. Frankie and I, we decided to go. That's when we almost took Ray Park with us. We met him at the hotel, and he was damn near ready to go with us. Then he stopped. He's like, "Oh, if they took photos, my kids will kill me if they see me." But yeah, I gotta say the Harry Potter stuff was pretty impressive. There's like the smaller coaster. I guess it'd be more like a family coaster on the outside. It was smooth. The whole thing was smooth. There's no big drops or anything, but it was fun for what it was. And then there's like the castle. I think
With
there's like two.
they got a fire-breathing dragon or something on it.
Yeah. That's the that's on the other side. So the part that has the castle / school, whatever it is, there. I think there's 2 projection rides that are there. There's one like you're like kind of sitting on the broom, and you're kind of flying with it, and then there's like a walkway path where I guess it's like where all the kids got their school supplies that remember in the movie when they get their wands and stuff down that street. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, Diagon Alley.
Yeah, there you go, Diagon Alley. So when you get past there, then there is like a train, and you could board the train, and it takes you to the other part of Universal Studios, and that's where they have the bank with the dragon on the top of it. And he breathes fire like I think every hour or every 2 hours.
Dude.
Yeah.
I've got to see that.
Yeah, you'll like that. And then there's a projection ride that's in there. So it's like partly kind of 3D and then with the screen and there's like a movement a little bit like the old Back to the Future ride, I guess, sort of, or the Simpsons one. It's a little bit like that as well. But yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, thought I'd give a little
I had friends obsessed with Potter. I don't care much, but it was beautiful use of design for Harry Potter shops and castles. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the pictures of it, and I was like, that does look really cool. Like I said, not into it. My father tried to get me to sit down and watch all those Harry Potter movies with him. I watched maybe 5-10 minutes. I was like, this shit ain't for me, Pops. And I walked out. I was like, nope. You might as well be watching a Bette Midler freaking witch movie while you're at it. And I'm like, this is a big no for me, dog.
Yeah, I watched them because I was helping to take care of my cousin's kids and stuff. So I kind of saw a lot of that stuff.
They're great movies. I don't care.
Yeah. They were fun.
I'll be in my 50s and I'll still love that.
Yeah. Well, because they keep getting darker. Right? Yeah, and towards the last couple of them, it gets dark. You know, they kill off characters. That's true. There's weird shit going on. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Busch Gardens, yeah, I've been there multiple times. I've been there when I was a little kid, like Big Bad Wolf Ride and all that stuff. Nice. That's so much fun. Love that. They since tore down Big Bad Wolf Ride. I love that shit. It was one of the coasters that actually had the open bottom, so your feet were just hanging.
Oh yeah. I know they said SeaWorld, they have some coasters too that are pretty fun. I haven't been though. That's all like around the same area anyway. If you do go to Orlando. Yeah,
there's another one right up there right outside of Richmond called King's Dominion. They used to have a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not even sure if they're around anymore, but that was a lot of fun at that park too. But
nice.
But I'm about ready to get into my next toy topic.
Yeah, man.
Vampires don't age, Trina.
That's Draven. So, Draven's our vampire.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a long one, so I had to break it up in multiple parts. There was quite a bit to dissect on these ones, but guys, 40th anniversary. It wasn't just Transformers. It just wasn't Turtles. It was these guys too. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back, as we're hanging out with Dark Helmet, the master of the sci-fi and the Transformers pig. Well, today we're looking at something that is not Transformers related. It is sci-fi, and it is a changing robot. Now, we've talked about this first part before. We were talking about the Voltron 40th anniversary classic legendary Black Lion. This one was pretty cool, a little bit lacking in the way of articulation in some spots, but overall, this thing is a pretty nice piece. Now, I believe this was a reissue of an earlier version of the Black Lion, but that is just a lead-in, as we are now going to be talking about 40th anniversary Voltron legendary Blue Lion. That's right, we got another one of these lines now. The Black Lion comes in at approximately $30. The blue line, the red line, the green line, and the yellow line all come in at $20. So these ones are a little bit more shall we say, budget friendly, and we kind of need that right now. So overall, this looks pretty cool in the packaging, really simple packaging. So let's go ahead. We're going to get this guy out and we're going to take a look at him. Here we go, right out of the packaging with our legendary classic Blue Lion. This one looks pretty cool. He looks like the Blue Lion from the cartoon. And Helmet, where are you going, sir? Let's check out some of the articulation on this one. The tail moves up and down. That's part of him transforming into Voltron. Got ratcheting joints at the hips. Ratcheting joints right there at that midsection of his knees. He does have, they are on a little bit of a ratchet. You can feel the little nodules underneath on the paws. All four legs appear to be the exact same way, so that is pretty decent. I will say there's a little bit of warpage on this back paw right there, just a little bit from the way they put it in the packaging. This is like a rubber down here at the bottom of the paw, and a slightly softer plastic than it feels at the top in the midsection of his leg. So his head, we got movement like that, up and around, a little bit of turn side to side, not very much, and moves all the way up and down. He also has an opening mouth, but it is on a spring, so it snaps closed.
Voltron will be back after these messages.
Yeah, that looked cool.
It does look really good.
I've been looking forward to this review.
Dude, get all the Voltrons and have it do a breakdance battle with one of the guinea pigs. There wouldn't be enough room on the table for, especially if I used Indy. Like, Indy takes up so much room on the table. Him and a Voltron, forget it. That would be the whole table.
How much bigger is Indy than like the black line?
Quite a bit, actually. Indy, it feels like he's gotten bigger. I picked him up today. He is getting heavy. He is a hefty boy.
Shit.
I need to weigh him again. He's just getting bigger and bigger every time I go to get him. What's up, Bone? Break dance and win against this line. So I'm going to play the second part of the Blue Line, unless there's something else you want to discuss.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, if you took one of the lines and you put it into the guinea pig cage, how would they react?
They would probably start chewing on it. Cliff Jumper used to do that with the Transformers toys. If you left him sit there too long, remember he did it to Perceptor. He started to chew on Perceptor.
Maybe if you gave it to Rorschach, he'd stop chewing the bars of the cage and chew on a toy instead.
Funny thing about that, since I've moved Rorschach and Helmet into the bigger cage, he stopped chewing on the bars.
Oh, wow. Maybe he just needed a companion.
Maybe.
Possibly. I mean, maybe he got tired of yelling at Stripe through the bars and wanted somebody else.
Could have been.
But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play the second part of the Blue Line, because each one of these took 2 videos to go through. So every single line has got 2 videos. The only one I'm not double going over is the black, obviously, because I did a while ago. But it took forever to find these things in the store. Now that I picked up all 4, I go back to my Target. What do you know? They're loaded again with them. I was like, are you kidding me? Now, if I didn't pick them up, I probably would have never seen them again. It's just the way it works.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes.
But here we go. Second part, and get to see all the stuff that he comes with.
We now return to Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
So let's go ahead. Let's get out some of his accessories while I try to contain an escaping helmet and check those out. One of the things that he does come with, he comes with this big cannon accessory right here on the back, and it is firing. He does have a few more accessories. Let's drag those out and check them out as well. It does come with another shoulder mounted cannon. This one is not firing. This is just aesthetic. And let's go ahead and we're going to get out his last weapon, and then we're going to give the final rundown on what we thought about this figure. And last but not least, with the help of a stand, got him flying through the air, we've got the Blue Line, and he got his jaw blade in his mouth. This one actually ports up into the roof of his mouth, there's a port right there that accepts this blade, and it sits in there snugly and securely. And overall, I think this blue line looks pretty decent. Few misses in the way of articulation. A little bit disconcerting that some of the soft rubber that they used on the bottom of his paws got a little warped in the packaging. Please, you need to stop. Overall, this one is not bad looking. A little bit of lack of articulation. Like I said, a little bit disconcerting that some of that paw was a little bit warped. But the accessories he comes with, they look pretty nice. This looks like the blue line from the show. This is not bad overall. Because of a little bit of warpage on the back of that paw, I'm only going to give this one. I'm only going to give this one a 7 out of 10. It's not major, but it's just annoying that it happened because it shouldn't happen. And I really do believe it happened because of the way they zip tied everything into that packaging. It's something that is 100% their fault and should not have happened. Decent looking line. I hope that they give us a little bit better than this for the 40th. I mean, come on, guys. It's the 40th. Come on, do something spectacular. How about that old Matchbox, you know, the one that they licensed off from Bondi? How about a re-release of that die-cast set? That would be amazing. Overall, not bad though. And that's our score for it. So guys, what did you think of our assessment on this one? Be sure to let Dark Helmet know what you thought. Later, y'all.
Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
Yeah, I still think they look pretty cool. It's pretty accurate.
The aesthetics for these things are fabulous. But once again, we're going back to the same thing that I had a problem with Playmates when it came to a lot of the Turtles toys. They put so many of those little plastic ties down in that packaging. And they squeeze the shit out of all the softer plastic or the rubber that they sometimes use on these things. And they warp the living shit out of them. Hasbro is another freaking culprit in that shit. Like that Gamer Edition Starscream that I did, where his freaking mace was all bent the hell up because of the way they freaking zipped it down into the packaging. They need to stop doing that shit. Like, you could put a soft tie on there. Even if you use, like Hasbro was using, they were using the little hemp ties or little, rope ties. Just don't make it so tight that you're squashing everything. There's no need for it. Better yet, just make a nice nestling freaking plastic for everything to sit in. You won't have to worry about zip tying. Because if they think that this is going to stop somebody from stealing it in the store, they haven't been paying attention.
Because they're not ripping open the package anymore. They're just taking the whole thing. So zip ties ain't doing any favors for anyone.
Absolutely not. Bone, I did have a smaller little half die cast and plastic one. It didn't really break down much. It didn't, change. It was more like a mini figure, maybe about a 4 or 5 inch figure, where the parts would break apart, but didn't really turn into like discernible vehicles. You can kind of pretend they did, but I had one of those for the vehicle one, and I am so blanking on what the name, because I know the Go Lion was the original Voltron force from Japan. I forget exactly what they called the vehicle force, but I do have the big giant collected cartoon version of both of them. So looks average. Yeah, I think it looks good. It just, there should have been more. And especially if this is an older mold, older set of molds that they're using, why not take a little time to update the molds? It's not going to take you that much time since a base
put extra articulation, put some ball joints in there, really, it doesn't take much to elevate these things to another level.
Yeah, Chaos, that's Voltron, starting with the blue line. Go
I
ahead,
Trina. I like the stand that you had them on. Did that stand come with it?
No, that was a separate NECA stand that I bought a while ago that I have to use on certain figures, especially a lot of the Hasbro ones that got sloppy joints and fall over.
They used to sell those stands at Target.
Yeah, that's where I got mine. I think they were like $15.
It works good with it.
It's decent too, because the plug holes that are in there for the screw holes, that end of that freaking thing just ports right into it perfectly. It was like, I was like, this is great. I could use it to freaking make it look like they're flying.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Thanks, Bone. It's always good when people share links out there. Always do appreciate it.
Good
You guys ready? You guys ready for next line?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here we go with our next line.
We're back with Dark Helmet, the master of the sci-fi and the Transformers pig. Getting ready to look at something else that is sci-fi related. So what do we got today? Coming on the heels of some of the other ones we've already shown off, we've got 40th anniversary, and now we have the legendary Yellow Lion, getting closer to getting all these guys out for Voltron. As I stated before, these other lines do come in at 20, where the black line came in at 30. These are fairly well priced. Playmate's doing a pretty good job lately, coming up with some really good toys at some decent prices, and I am loving it. So let's go ahead, let's get this one out of its packaging and take a look at it. Here we go, right out of its packaging with our 40th anniversary classic legendary Yellow Lion. I will say right out of the packaging, there's a few problems with this one, and it's mostly right down their feet. So they got a couple different plastics here. They got this harder plastic right here, and then they got this real soft, almost rubbery plastic right down here. And it is all twisted and bent up from in the packaging. And it, like this leg right there, like that one is really, really bad. That one is easy to see how twisted up that, like, oh man, that just looks horrible, Playmates. What the hell are you doing with this packaging? It actually looks like it might have bent the hard plastic leg a little bit too, as well. It looks like it's a little twisted. This isn't very hard plastic right there in the middle, so it's a little softer than top. Why? Why would you do this? That is just bad. I don't get that at all. So let's check out some of the articulation. So he's got movement in hips right there. It's all ratcheted right there at the, what would be the knee joint. Down here at the paws are bending. Once again, soft plastic, and this is all twisted up, and that just looks horrendous, just horrible. All four legs move exactly the same way. There's no other kind of movement there. The tail kind of does fold up, but that's part of when he turns into Voltron. Head movement. He does got a good movement right here in the head. Kind of doesn't really do much side to side, just ever so slightly. It's not much, but it does move up and down quite a bit. And then he's got the full movement of there as part of that transformation of Voltron, so you can get a decent range out of there. Opening mouth, this is on a spring, so yeah, can't get him roaring at all if you want to set him up that way.
Voltron will be back after these messages.
Yeah, they should have been like a mechanism that you could keep it open, like the mouth open, then hit a button, you could close it.
Yeah, I don't even understand why they bothered putting it on a spring, because it's not needed to hold the jaw blades in at all, because there's a port in the roof of the mouth. So there's no point in having a spring-loaded jaw.
Mm-hmm.
That club foot is really bad.
Yeah, the pigeon-toed Yellow Lion.
That was horrible. Once again, that's the zip ties in the package. Yeah, 110 for the full set. You know what? And considering how large these things are, it's not bad. It's just when you got quality control issues.
Yeah.
So I did talk to Decepticon. He said he managed to pick up the full set too, and he said he didn't get any warpage in his. So I don't know if maybe I just got unlucky and the ones that I got were zip tied down extra or something. But I had two, the blue and the yellow, both had freaking bends in them.
Were they melting in a bin?
It doesn't look like it. It just looked like it was pressure from the zip ties down the bottom of the packaging is what it looked like. Because I've seen the same thing with the turtle toys.
Do you think the heat gun would be able to fix that?
I don't know, because like I said, that paw's rubber, and when you go trying to heat up rubber, you can get some really bad results from that.
Shit. That sucks when they do stuff like that.
It is. It's just stupidity. But let's check out the rest of what he comes with, and then we can give complete thoughts on him.
Yeah.
We now return to Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
so let's get out some of his accessories and check those out. It does come with this launcher right there for the back, and that does fire. That's not bad. Pretty interesting design. It's kind of like they just put a single arm leg on there for the firing mechanism, but it's supposed to be a double missile. It doesn't look bad, and it does fire, so no complaints there. He does have another accessory. It does come with this shoulder-mounted weapon, which they call a razor wheel. Of course, we got him in a stand right there, simulating flying. One last weapon that the Yellow Lion does come with. Last accessory is this blade that they call his jaw blade. This ports into the roof of his mouth and secures in there fairly well. Looks pretty cool. Overall, the lion doesn't look bad, but there are quite a few misses as far as quality control, especially with that soft rubber feet that he has. Those paws that are all twisted up. That is just unforgivable. That shouldn't happen. I don't care if it's a $20 figure or not. There's no reason that should have happened. I'm pretty sure some of it had the way that they zip tied these things down into the packaging. If you would have just made a nice nestling piece of plastic for him to sit in, you wouldn't have had to put that many twist ties in and probably warp the living shit out of this figure. Overall, it looks cool. It's a yellow lion. He's got a fair bit of movement in the head, not as much as I would have liked to have seen, and the articulation in the legs, while it's better than the black line, still is not perfect. Not bad looking though. It looks like the yellow lion, but because of these quality control issues, the best that I can give this one is a 6 out of 10. There is just way too much warpage down in those paws for me to give this any better of a score. And it's a damn shame because overall it is a damn good looking yellow lion. Anyway guys, be sure to let Dark Helmet, master of the sci-fi and Transformers pig, know what you thought about this one. Later y'all.
Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
Under the tail looks like a ball sack.
I was waiting for it. I was hoping you were going to say it. Hey, the yellow line's packing, Trina. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and of course, if you're riding shotgun with them, you know, I don't know if there's going to be any room really for you because I'm sure they would have to ride on the side seat. But yeah, I hear you. Yeah, they couldn't make two separate missiles. And, you know, I don't have that much of a problem with it. It is a strong powered spring that they have in the launcher right there. And yeah, maybe because they put all the springs in the mouth, not enough for a second launcher button. But I don't have too much of a problem with that. I think it works fairly well. It doesn't look bad when it's in the launcher and everything. So I think the spring-loaded jaws weren't necessarily needed, not unless they were worried about these things like getting weak over time and the jaw just slopping down. That's the only reason I could figure that they did that. But I don't think the springs were necessary in the jaw, but the warpage in the legs, like at the hip, he's got a harder plastic. Then it's a little bit of a softer plastic in the middle of the leg, and then it's like that rubber at the bottom. And yeah, you know, like Soul Assassin said, nobody likes warped rubber. It does not work. It's just horrible. And I don't, like I said, once again, I don't care if it's $20 figure. I picked up $1.25 figures at Dollar Tree.
It didn't have the
that had better quality control.
What would you give it?
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
Yeah, if it had better quality control. Oh,
if it had better quality control, considering what we got with it, you know, with the, you know, pretty standard articulation in the legs and everything, I would have gave them both 8s. They would have both been 8s. I don't think they qualify for a 9 with that lack of articulation. That's very like 1980s articulation.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fair then.
I give it 6 toes from the company that made it for pigs to nibble on. I am half tempted to take the blue and the yellow back and exchange them and see if I can get one that's not all warped the fuck up. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'll see. That really did upset me though, because as a kid I never had the chance to get one of the bigger lion sets. So this was my chance to finally get a full lion set. And what do I get? I get 2 lions with warp feet. The yellow line really bad though. I mean, he looked like that guy from the weird pedo guy. Usual Suspects. Spacey. He looked like he had this spacey pigeon toe thing going on. It was not good. That alone was making me leer sideways at that yellow line. Like, what the hell are you up to at the border? I don't know. I was a little worried.
The yellow line coming in at the border. Oh, shit.
It's true, Soul Assassin. Some of those are amazing. Trina was really blown away by those soldier figures.
Yeah, Final Faction.
Final Faction.
Yeah, those are pretty neat. Are those pop-up kind of Transformer ones that you found there?
Yeah, those were actually really interesting, and they sold out quick, Vinny. I went back and checked a few days after I bought them all, and we showed them off. They were all gone. Not a single one of them left.
There was a company, I forgot which one it was. I saw it in passing. Apparently, they did a Voltron that was $700.
Wow.
Yeah, a full set. And I'm like, well, what the hell? I think it was like all die cast and stuff. I'm like, but even still, I don't care if it's all metal or not. $700? That's insane.
That's nuts.
Yeah. I don't know. What banks you got to rob in order to get that?
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go right into the green line now. And then after I get done with both parts of the green line, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And if there's something else you want to show off, or I can continue with the Voltron things, because there's a few more. So if you want to take a pause in between Voltron or just continue, just let me know. But here we go with the green lion.
Yep.
Welcome back, as we are back, and Dark Helmet is in the saddle again. The Sci-Fi and Transformers Pig. Get ready to look at something sci-fi related. This is leading on the heels of some of the other ones we've already shown off. That's right, we're going for it again, if you know what I'm talking about. 40th anniversary Voltron, and now we got the classic legendary Green Lion. Once again, $20 price point. The black line was $30, and these ones are pretty decent playmates, doing a decent job with these things. These things are, for what I understand, they are reissues, but this is really cool to get a nice full set for Voltron on the 40th. Hopefully they wind up doing something that is even better than these. I would have loved to have seen a re-release of that old Bandai and what was eventually Matchbox, who did kind of the subsidiary type thing, and they produced it in the States with the old diecast one. Love to see that again, but we have this. This looks really cool, so let's go ahead and get this one out of the packaging and take a look at it. Here we go, right out of the box with our legendary Green Lion. Color scheme overall, and this one looks pretty good. I almost feel like he's slightly dark, but maybe I'm just misremembering it, and maybe I'm thinking that he was a lighter green. But overall, this one looks pretty cool. The articulation on this one is slightly better than the black line, but there's not a lot. He's got this soft tail in the back, and it kind of turns around and everything, but it does feel really weak, and it's a rubbery material, and I'm a little worried that this thing may break. So he has movement in the hips right here, ratcheting. He's got movement right there in the mid, and movement at the feet right there, and that is the same for all 4 legs. He's got the bend in the middle, which is part of Voltron, and a little bit of a turn at the top half. Technically, you can use that for line, give some kind of dynamic poses maybe. The head only turns like that. That is it. Once again, ratcheting, cool. Mouth opens, but it's on a spring, so it just wants to snap shut. I wish they would have did something to make that mouth stay open, but let's go ahead and get out some of the accessories. He does come with a ton that the black line didn't come with, and check those out.
Voltron will be back after these messages.
I still thought that looked pretty neat. I like that the articulation in the midsection, because it's basically his elbow joint and all that. Like, that was pretty good.
It definitely works for those lions. It does work really well, and I've actually used it in a few of the pictures that I do in the scenes where I do and poses and stuff in the next part. It looks sharp. Once again, the spring in the mouth. But I will say that the paws on this one weren't all warped the hell up like the blue and the yellow line. It just seems like the bigger lions, they zip tied them in a little tighter.
Yep.
And they got warped up. I didn't see any warpage on the green at all.
Well, that's good. Yeah. I always TDF. Yeah, he was asking too, like if they did anything else or if it was just a combine. No, I remember there were episodes where they were flying and fighting and stuff like that. Didn't they have like a blast that came out of the mouth too?
I think. Well, I know they had like the cannons, like I shown with the blue and the yellow.
Yeah.
They all had like some kind of cannon or some kind of wheel or whatever. Every one of them had that, and then they had those jaw blades that would pop up and they would just slice through things.
Yeah.
So
cool.
why are they different colors? Just is it just to tell them apart, or do the colors matter?
It matters because it's actually elements. So the blue line, that's why I had the splash of water. Yellow line is like earth, sand in particular. The green line is forest. The red line is fire, lava.
Okay.
I forget what the black line was supposed to represent, other than being the leader. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what element. Too. Yeah, I don't remember if he represented an element.
Yeah, because weren't they all like where you could find them where they were basically kind of like it was almost like in hibernation in a way too, wasn't it? How they had them.
Yes, well, that's why every one of these scenes when they had something like the yellow line coming out of that tree trunk in the desert and the green line coming out of that. The yellow line came out of like a sand dune thing with a lion skull. The green line comes out of the tree. Yeah. The red line comes out of a volcano. Yep. And the blue line comes out of the water. Yep.
I thought it was pretty neat, and they were huge because like there's like basically little pilots that are inside them, inside these giant
sitting inside the head too. Yeah. Well, I gotta be back color, Trina.
Yeah. That's racist.
Hey, you know what? Diversity, Trina. That's why the black one was. Don't be a bigot. Don't be no bigot, Trina.
Well, he had white parts on him too, and red wings.
It's pre-woke. Oh, Wakanda.
Well, which one was it? The blue one where they killed off the dude and then the princess?
Yes, they killed off Sven. Well, in the original one, they kill Sven off. In the later versions, he just gets put into a coma. Sound familiar?
Yeah,
like G.I. Joe wind up doing later on.
Yeah,
they kill him off initially and then change the story, and then he doesn't come back, and the princess takes over his line.
Yeah, that was cool though. Yeah, I want to see.
Let's go ahead. Let's jump into the second part. I can't believe we're almost an hour in already. Holy crap. I knew it was going to take a while to get through all these, but I didn't expect it to be that bad.
Oh, we're talking about a few other things too.
Let's check out all the accessories it comes with. And I think the two smaller lines, it did seem like they didn't come with as big of accessories as the other guys. It does seem like they came with more accessories that mattered in a way, especially when you get to the red line. So here we go.
We now return to Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
Here we go, decked out with a couple of his accessories. He's got this launcher up on his shoulder. It is firing, so got that. He's also got a battering spike that goes on the back. I really don't know what to think about the battering spike. I barely remember that from the show, but I mean, it is included as an accessory. I do like the launching missile firing cannon that's on his shoulder. He does have a few more pieces, so let's go ahead and get those out. He does come with his mouth sword or lion sword, however you want to call it. So he's got that big blade. It does pour into his mouth. It does barely fit in though. So they made these spikes on the end of this little sword right there. They made them too close and they kind of hang up on his mouth a little bit when you go to put it in there, but it does have a nice pour on the roof of his mouth that it actually pours into so it won't fall out. I just wish they would have got the clearances right, because I'd imagine over time this might scratch up the paint on there if you're constantly pulling that thing in and out all the time, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a small gripe to worry about. Overall though, he does look pretty cool. He does have one more accessory, so let's check that out. It does come with this piece right here. Even though it's technically not one of the weapons that he would be using, it is like that big throwing star shield for Voltron that he comes with. Once again, ports up in the upper roof of his mouth. Now, while overall this green lion is pretty cool, there are a few things that do kind of bother me about the way his articulation is, especially in the head. The ability to not be able to bring this head down and it is fixed in this position. Like, if there was anything where you got him up like this somehow and you had him in that position where he can't look down, like that just kind of bugs me a little bit. This tail, I'm really worried that thing is going to break. There was probably a few more things that they could have did with the legs to give them a little bit more movement, maybe flaring out and everything like that, but that kind of is what it is with this figure. It is only a $20 figure. I mean, overall, it's nice. It just doesn't hit top marks. The best that I can say I can give this one is an 8 out of 10. Nice anniversary Voltron. I just hope that they do something more for the 40th before time is out and we get something really spectacular. Anyway, guys, that's our thoughts on this 40th anniversary classic legendary Green Lion. Be sure to let Dark Helmet, the master of sci-fi and Transformers Pig, know what you thought about this one. Later, y'all.
Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
I think he's cool. I like his accessories.
Yeah, I dig it. He needed a ball joint for that head, though, for sure.
Yeah, like even just a little bit looking down something. Yeah, I mean, that fixed position, I would say that is the one major drawback besides not having extra flare outs in the legs and everything. But I mean, as is, if they would have put just a little bit movement in the head, I probably could have seen maybe given it an 8.5. I still don't think it's enough to even come close to a 9. It really needed some more movement in the legs, especially if it's a re-release of an older figure. But I mean, overall, it looks like the Green Lion. He came with a ton of accessories, more than the other two lines. So as far as accessories and everything like that, I cannot complain about that. I think it did look really, really nice. And once again, no warpage in the legs on this one. So that was a big positive.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
The mecha guinea pigs all come with different accessories and action moves like quick biting, falling over, and freaking laser eyes.
Headbutt action.
Right? Cringer used to do that. Sometimes he would use his ass, though. He would ass butt people.
Oh, that's funny.
But we're going to get into a commercial break. After that, Vinnie, you can let me know if we're going to continue or if you want to show something off.
Yeah, I could show one thing and then go back to that.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hit with our commercial break. And next up is Vinnie on the table. Here we go, people. Here's your Collectable Past commercial break.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
From days of long ago comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, Defender of the Universe. 5 fearless lion robots. Black Lion, Green Lion, Yellow Lion, Red Lion, Blue Lion.
Go, Voltron Force!
Who together form Voltron. Lion sets each sold separately from Matchbox.
Fearing Cobra Commander no longer has the ability to leave, Destro and Dr. Mindbender comb the tombs of the most evil leaders in history, and from their genetic tissues produce a composite clone, the ultimate Cobra Emperor, Serpentor. Introducing Serpentor, the ultimate Cobra Emperor.
Serpentor, the most evil foe of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe.
Cobra!
Cobra Emperor comes with air chariot.
Go, Joe!
Now, back to our program.
That was a great commercial break.
Yep. Awesome.
Trina, you need to watch that G.I. Joe where they did that. It was like a 5-parter or something where they did that. Yeah, they dug up all the old ancient leaders and stuff. That was such a great thing that they did.
All right. I'll check it out.
You'll like it. Yeah, I didn't know Matchbox did the original Voltron.
Well, I mentioned it when I was doing the toy review for the other line. So originally Bondi did it as part of Go Lion, and
Right.
what they wound up doing is Matchbox licensed it to bring it to the States.
Ah, okay.
I swear, right in the 80s, every American company was licensing shit from Japan. You had Tonka with GoBots. You had Transformers licensing from Takara with the Diaclone and the Micro Change. That you had Matchbox with Voltron. I know there's a couple other, and I'm blanking on them off the top of my head, but there was a few other companies that did the same thing. Oh, Mego with Microman, when they brought him over as Micronauts. There was all kinds of company doing these licensing deals right in the 80s.
Damn.
And technically Mego started in the 70s. So they were like one of the first companies to do it.
Were they die cast, or did they use that kind of fake chrome
Those
stuff?
Matchbox ones, those were die cast.
Nice. Yeah.
Back then they were roughly $20 a line back there, because I remember seeing them in that US 1 indoor flea market up in New Brunswick. And they were $20 a figure.
Damn.
Which was the same price as like Optimus Prime, Megatron, and everything. Like that's technically higher end for the toys back then.
Yeah. Well, especially they were coming from overseas. Yeah, that's crazy. Still really cool though. But I'll jump into a quick one. I'll do the short one first, since we'll get back to the Lions. But since my internet's kind of working right now, let me.
No shit, Soul Assassins, Japanese Invasion, anime, and toys.
Yep, pretty much. They brought a lot of good shit. Voltron was fun. So I actually got I got Beachhead finally. So this is the I guess like re-release of him, because the original one was the Cobra Island Target exclusive, and all the scalpers came and they just took them. And it was a big FU to all of the fans, and that drove me crazy. But I'm kind of happy I didn't get him, because now he's updated, and there's the pinless joints. It's a brand new mold for the most part. I think the head might be the same, some aspects, but the knees and elbows, like, they're all pinless, so I thought it was really cool, and the retro packaging, so pretty cool. And I think this is more accurate anyway to the original, the cartoon and the comics and stuff. So I am happy about that. So yeah, there was just the one I saw in the store. That's why I did not get the Adam West Batman, and I did not get the Army dude there. Sergeant Rock, because I'm like, I want this. I have so many GI Joes.
I remember when you were looking for this guy, and I was telling you, I said I heard that they were coming out with the retro card ones. You're like, well, I'll wait, and like you're saying, good thing too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wasn't paying an arm and a leg to get the other one. Screw that. But yeah, this thing's beautiful. Although he is leaning forward a little bit over here, but that's only because stupid rotating base. I didn't want him falling. But overall, a great aesthetic, accurate to what the character's supposed to be. I'll jump a little bit. Like that kind of the ribbing they did on the mask, and like the front part, like the sweater. Like I thought it was very accurate and very good. The paint application's super clean on him. Even like the kind of camo they put on the pants. Like, it still looks really nice. He's good texture all over. So yeah, I'm even like the back vest, like it kind of almost looks like leather. It's just the plastic, so good shit there. Yeah, he trained with those other characters.
Definitely highlighting the stuff that Hasbro can do when they actually put their asses into it, and they don't.
Oh yeah.
I wish they would just take that kind of care and get rid of all the retards that they have working for them that do really bad design work, and just hire people that are doing knockouts like this.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Like you said, there are figures that could have been so great and they dropped the ball, or they get very close to it and you can tell it's like a stupid, silly mistake that they haven't done before and they decide to do it. But for the most part, the classifieds, they've all been very solid figures. I don't think I've even given one that was below an 8. These guys are all really good. It's kind of like what we always wanted. Excellent. Like, look at that range of motion. You know, there are Marvel Legends figures that can't do some of their articulation opposed to these guys. And it's kind of silly. Like, there's no excuse for a Spider-Man figure not to be able to do a proper split. You know?
That's better articulated than a lot of NECA figures.
Oh yeah, absolutely. NECA, they have been studying some other stuff, and that's why they kind of implement it. Like, I kind of dig the elbow joints, like they did like on the Ash figure.
Yeah.
That type of stuff's kind of neat. It's interesting. I've never really seen it before, but it does work. But yeah, like, I agree. There's certain things that NECA should take another page out of.
And NECA's another company. Like, when they did that Triceraton figure, Zog.
Yep.
That thing, for a big, blocky, bulky figure, should not have had the movement that it did. I mean, they absolutely killed that. And then they have other ones where these things could barely move at all. It's just amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, so he came with 2 of these canisters, the grenade things or whatever. As soon as I opened it up, it popped out, and then the carpet monster got it. So I'm going to have to find that later. Are we scrambling to get this thing done? But, yeah, it's still pretty cool what they did with the stuff they have here.
Did you tell Frankie not to eat it if he's seen it?
No, he wasn't even in here. But I do like what they did here too, and like the front part of the gun does come off like that silencer kind of gimmick. So that was good. He's got a crossbow, but there's no arrow on it, which is a little weird. But everything else looks really good, and yeah, I kind of dig the throwback to like the solid weapons like that, because that's what the retro card thing was kind of all about. They wanted to give more throwbacks to the original figures, so you'll have a couple of weapons that are like completely just, you know, casted in solid green or whatever. Well, the clip is at silver, so but still pretty neat. I think they did a damn good job, and yeah, and like we know, like from the movie and stuff, like he trained a lot of the new recruits. Like Beachhead's a cool character. He's kind of like one of the tougher ones too in the G.I. Joe kind of universe. He's another one they never showed without his mask, right?
I don't recall if they ever did or not. And I know you heard it, Frankie.
No, yeah, I literally said, yeah, the carpet monster got the gas canister when I opened it, and Tommy's like, yeah, tell Frankie not to eat it. But yeah, this guy, he got a 9 out of 10. This is a friggin' beautiful figure, really beautiful. You know, so a big F you to the scalpers that kind of shortchanged a lot of us in the beginning.
Yep.
But yeah, no, this is really good, and
the colors really do pop on that thing too.
Yeah, it's super accurate. And I like that. Yeah, like the whole chest part there, or like all the clips that he has, the banana clips. Like they're all painted individually, and again, it's super clean. There's nothing that's kind of off, or the paint job's kind of funky looking. No, everything is just, it's spot on. These things are like immaculate. So, hell yeah, good stuff there. So there you go, 9 out of 10.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, let's
get
back to those lines.
Get back to the lines, okay. We got one more line to get through, and then of course we got a 2-parter for the Voltron. Oh boy! All right, here we go with the red line.
Welcome back. As we're hanging out with Dark Helmet. What's up, Dark Helmet? The master of sci-fi and the Transformers pig, hanging out as we're getting ready to take a look at something that is sci-fi related from Playmates. Yeah, we got our last one, 40th anniversary Voltron classic legendary red line. Finally got the whole set complete right here, and you know what that means. Eventually we are going to be forming Voltron. Absolutely looking forward to that. But of course, before we get to that moment, let's not jump ahead too far. Let's go ahead and take a look at the red line and see how he holds up. Are you ready, Helmet? All right, let's do this thing. Right out of the packaging, here we go with our red line. Now this one doesn't have tons of points of articulation on him. He does have a few though, so we'll go ahead and we'll just breeze through it real quick. So he has a turn right here. This is actually part of the Voltron, which also gives the body turn right there, which you can still use in the line form. The tail does kind of swish around. It is very, very weak feeling. Like, this is a very, like, rubbery type feeling tail. He's got movement right here at the hindquarters, right there in the midsection. He does have pivot down here at the feet on all 4 legs. See, he's got a head turn right there. No up and down or anything. Just turning around like that. That's it. And the mouth opens. And it's actually spring-loaded. That's kind of odd. So let's go ahead. We're going to get out some of the accessories and take a look at those. As you can see right there, the red line does come with a couple of different shoulder cannons. So he has this little stationary gun cannon right here. You can port it on the other side, but I think they show it going that way. And then he has this big, large hind section one that actually does have firing missiles. His other accessory is that bladed weapon that we've seen him use in the cartoons. This actually does have a port in the top of his mouth, so it securely ports right in there and you don't have to worry about it falling out. And as you can see there, he comes with Voltron's blazing sword. Unlike the black line, this one actually can bend the legs all the way down, so you can kind of get him down in that seated position that I wish you could have got the black line into.
Voltron will be back after these messages.
Was that Peter Cullen?
Yes, it was.
Nice.
Most people forget that he did the stuff for Voltron.
Yeah.
What's up, DJ Play Nice? What's up, man? Stop by, say hello, and bump the algorithm. Appreciate it, man.
Awesome.
Hope that you're having a good one.
Thank you.
No dimes. Worth talking about nickel and dimes in dime stores. Just started watching Star Trek, the animated series. Just got to hold off, but isn't as good as Ulysses 31. A few Kennedy half dollars, yeah. And unless you got older ones, they ain't worth shit, Papa. They're only worth anything from 1964 to 1969. Anything after 1970, they have no silver content, and they're only worth face value. I found that out going through all of the coins that my dad had. Yay! Got all those Kennedy half dollars, ain't worth a damn. So I took them and I spent them in the dollar store. Really confused the shit out of the clerks. Like, what the hell is this? It's a real coin. I've never seen nothing like this. Don't worry about it. Put it in the register.
Oh my god! How did they not?
I confused one of them with a dollar coin one time. They'd never seen a dollar coin either. So then I really confused them the one day, and I handed them a $2 bill.
Shit, man! When I was up there in New York, they were using that the most was the dollar coins with the Indian chick on the back.
Sacagawea.
Yeah.
Well, they also have Ben Franklin and Thomas Jefferson, I think, on dollar coins as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those were before that. Yeah, that's crazy.
You guys are horrible. Yeah, the Sacagawea, everybody thought they were going to be worth a ton of money. They ain't worth jack shit.
Yeah, because they were gold.
Yeah, you know what? The whole coin market just collapsed. I mean,
well,
that
our whole
actually
economy collapsed.
I mean, it happened. I think it was right around the end of the Bush eras when the whole collectible coin started crashing the whole market. So. And before then, a lot of those coins were worth something. Now, I mean, now they're worth practically nothing. So it is what it is. But I'm going to play the second half of the Red Lion, and then we can get into Voltron. I know you're looking forward to that.
Come on.
All right. Don't rush me.
We now return to Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
So he does have a little bit more movement in his legs than the black line, but some of the other articulation in this thing, they probably could have made it a little bit better. It's just, it's a little bit on the weak end as far as articulation. Still, overall, a nice looking red line. And guys, we are at the end right here. Overall, I gotta say, this is not bad looking. Once again, very limited in the amount of articulation that's in this thing, but it is a $20 toy. It is a 40th anniversary, and you are going to get Voltron. It comes with a decent amount of accessories, a lot more, obviously, than the black line did. which came just about zero as far as accessories. So overall, not bad looking, decent. I wish they could have put a little bit more into it for a 40th anniversary figure. Would have been nice, and I wish there was a way to actually keep his mouth open so you can get him in that big growling lion pose. But unfortunately, that is not available with this one. Kind of is what it is. It's still a decent looking figure overall, and I'm still very happy to have this one in the collection. What do you think, Helmet? You like this one? Helmet's just staring. Helmet is unsure what he would grade this at, but I'm going to say this one is not bad. A little bit lacking. I would say that this one overall, I would give this an 8 out of 10. If this thing would have had a little bit more articulation in it, if the jaw could have stayed open and give you that big giant growl that you expect the lines of Voltron to have, I would have scored this a lot higher. I probably would have gave this a 10 because it does look terrific, and the accessories it came with are very, very sufficient. So anyway, guys, that is all I and Dark Helmet have on this one. Be sure to let Dark Helmet know what you thought about this. Later, y'all.
Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
It's pretty sweet.
I do think that the green and the red line by far were the standouts in the four lines.
Yep. That extra articulation, man.
If only they just put a little bit more in there. I mean, this harkens back to the days of the Matchbox and the Bondi ones. It's pretty much the same articulation those things had.
Mm-hmm.
And even if these are reused molds, it's years after the fact. They should have had a little bit more in there, just a little bit more. I mean, they've done it with other toy lines, like Walmart had the classic reissue they did for the 480th for TMNT with all kinds of articulation in those things. And what happened? Those things sold out like hotcakes, gone. I've been looking through all my Walmarts. None of them have them anymore.
Wait, for which one?
The classic.
The classic one? Oh.
The classic TMNT, but with articulation updates, where they've got total articulation everywhere with ball joints and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Elbows, they even come with like a little mini diorama city-based top that comes with the figure too. Things are excellent.
Yeah, I haven't seen those.
I seen it once, and the only one I seen at the time was Donatello, and I was thinking about getting it, but I was like, I looked at my wallet and I was like, shit, not today. And then when I went back, never seen them again.
I know, you opened your wallet and the moth flew out.
You were not far off.
Well, I know.
Cries of a sad pig came out of it. No wheels. There would be no wheels. It's a lion. What's wrong with you, Time Prophet? Get a car. But now we're going to get into the moment that Vinny has been waiting for. We're going to get into Voltron, fully assembled. Here we go.
Welcome back. No pig is able to be on the table for this one. There's just not enough room as we're starting off with our Voltron 40th classic legendary Black Lion up on the table, and he is not going to be alone for long. Joining him, of course, is our legendary Blue Lion, our legendary Yellow Lion, our legendary Green Lion, and of course, our legendary Red Lion. All lions are reporting in. It's time to form Voltron. We go with our fully assembled Voltron. I know this is not really doing it justice. I had to pan way back to be able to get this guy all the way in the shot. And why this guy looks pretty damn spectacular all assembled, there are some major issues with this. So Playmates really didn't do anything different with, I guess, this original mold that this was taken from, because when you assemble him in the Voltron, it is very hard for him to stand.
The joints are just not strong enough. The ratcheting joints that they put in were not strong enough to be able to hold him up. He almost wants to fall over every time you go to move him. Like if I just move him a little bit, see, he just wants to slop right over. That is a huge miss, Playmates. You should have made sure every last one of these joints were going to be tight enough to be able to assemble this guy into Voltron and for him to be able to stand. You did not do it. And it's all down in the legs. The heads, the ratchets that are on there are so weak that they slop the minute he moves, and that's why he wants to fall over. The joints right here in the knees on the end of those paws are so weak they cannot barely hold this figure up. He just wants to fall over every time. I'm like watching and make sure this thing don't crash. I mean, other than that, this thing does look spectacular, and this thing is huge. They said he was supposed to be about a 16-inch tall Voltron. Let's see what he actually comes in. He comes in at a little over 16. Just a little over 16 with the wingspan. With the wingspan, you're looking at a little over 18 and a half inches with the wingspan.
Voltron will be back after these messages.
Yeah, it looks like the legs weren't even in all the way, like on the left one.
No, they're all the way down. I double checked before because when it started slopping, I was like, "What's wrong with it?" Voltron is drunk again.
Always DTF for 5. I can make so many jokes about the black one being the biggest. 16 inches. Where are the white women at?
Hey, I'm stuck. I can't transform. Oh, thanks. I think.
Oh, shit.
Thank you, always DTF. Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, I double and triple check on that thing, and yeah, they were ported all the way down. So it's the lower legs of the black line right down in the paws. That's where it's slopping at.
Wow.
Because they're supposed to be the hinge joints for the knee.
Yeah.
And they're just not strong enough to hold them. And then you could see even the hips were like moving, like when I just tapped it a little and it swayed back like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all the joints just started moving on it and wanted to fall over.
Oh, man. What the hell, man? It's like bad engineering.
It is. And then when you get down to the heads of the two lines at the feet, like they don't hold in place. The ratchets on them not strong enough to hold those positions very well either. Like you got to literally play with this thing to get it to stand up. And I'm like thinking, oh, man. I get into it a little bit more in the second part, but that kind of really disappointed me because just overall that initial look at him, he looked fantastic.
It does look really freaking good. Yeah. How is the this next segment is do we have articulation?
Yes, I show a little bit of articulation on what I could get away with because once again, going too far with it, it wants to topple over.
Yeah. Does like the rest of it want to fall apart too? Like the cats want to fall off?
No, surprisingly, no, they lock in nice and tight. There's no worry about them falling out, but I worry about this thing standing. Like if somebody puts this up on a shelf without making sure it's secured and it's not going to fall over, I worry about that thing like shattering if it hits the ground.
Yeah. Oh, have a good nighttime, Prophet.
Nighttime, Prophet.
Take care. But here we go. We'll play the second half where I get into a little bit more and show off all the extras that you could port onto him and that he does.
We now return to Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
Here we go with Voltron in a little bit of a stance. Got his big shuriken, almost like a mini shield thing going on there. He's being held by the green line. Not bad. I mean, you can get him in some poses. You just have to be very careful to get him properly balanced or this guy will topple over like a Jenga tower. And in case you needed a little extra firepower, Voltron could just snap on and port on all those lines, accessories, and extra weapons, and you got a fully decked out and armored Voltron ready to go into battle. Last but not least, we've got Voltron and his blazing sword that comes with the red lion. So we have come to the end
Unfortunately, there is a lot to be desired when it comes to this Voltron. He looks spectacular. Really big robot. Goes together fairly well. But these joints barely hold this thing over. One good topple, and I could see pieces of this thing probably shattering all over the place. Really poorly executed. Now, if this is an older mold that they just reused, I don't know why they didn't correct some of the issues that earlier one had. Very nice looking toy. Really cool. If you could put it up on a shelf, or if you just want to store it somewhere, make sure that this thing is not going to topple, because I don't see it surviving. As far as a kid's toy, I'm sure any kid would get annoyed with this thing not standing after 5 minutes and probably toss it around and break it into a million pieces. Poor execution. Overall, the Lions, I think I was roughly giving around like 7 to 8 or so on the Lions, and that was the best that they were going to get. This thing, because of how bad these joints are, as Voltron himself, the absolute best that I can say for Voltron, and it's a shame because he looks spectacular. The best I can say for this guy is a 6. He looks great, but he barely wants to stand. And the joints are so weak and sloppy, it feels like he's going to fall over every time I stand him up. Just poorly executed, playmates. Poorly executed. There's no other words that you could use for it. Anyway, guys, even though he wasn't here, be sure to let Dark Helmet, the Sci-Fi and Transformers Pig, know what you thought about this one. Y'all.
He did look fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some of those poses you put him in were pretty damn badass. So how are the shoulders? Because it looked like there was sort of like ball joints, but I didn't get that from like the last pose. Like, how did they pour it in and stuff? But yeah, how does that work?
So they poured in from the sides of the lines. There's actually a flip up underneath the line that ports into the black line. So It's got a little bit of movement out and up, but it's not like a ball joint or nothing like that. It's just like a hinge point. But it's ratcheting turns on the inside of the black line where they port in. So that's where you get the forward and around movement from.
Oh, okay.
Now the black line has to turn down at the bottom of the leg. Like it would be the black line's thigh section. That's why I was able to kind of flare his legs out sideways and everything like that. But once again, once you get into a too far forward of a position or too far back of a position, leaning, he's not stable and he keeps wanting to fall over.
Damn.
So I had to play with it multiple times to be able to even get it in those poses, and I was like starting to get frustrated.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, he looks freaking great though, man. Yeah, it's still really cool that you got it. You got the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not upset. I got him, and I don't want anybody to get it wrong that I'm saying it's a piece of shit. I just think that they did so much better.
Yeah, you're giving an honest critique on because engineering wise, if they stepped that up a little bit or updated it from the previous mold, we could have really had a super spectacular set right there.
It's right there. I mean, not unless they turn around and do the same thing that they did with the turtles, and then give like the another 40th, but an upscaled version.
Yeah.
So instead of just releasing an older one, like giving us an updated, more posable one, like they did with the turtles. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that's what they should do. You know what? You put a lot more joints in there, a lot more posability, a lot more ways to be able to pose a Voltron so he's not falling over too like that. Most people are not going to have any gripes about spending a little bit more because once again, a $40 Transformer toy pales in comparison next to this $30 black line. Like it's so much smaller than it, and plus the black line's got lights and sound. Granted, he didn't come with any kind of accessories, but he's got lights and sound and everything, and it's a pretty damn big toy. And then all the other lines, whether they're the green ones that are the green and red that are a little bit smaller, and the blue and the yellow, they all come with a ton of extras in there, and it's more than worth the $20 price tag. It's just, once again, quality control issues that Playmates still seems to suffer through, and they're not the only ones. Mattel does the same stupid shit, and they just haven't learned their lessons yet.
No, they can't help themselves.
I mean, overall, though, I mean, if you are a Voltron fan, I would say pick these up. They're moderately priced. They're not going to really break the bank. You know, for $110 for all these lines, it still comes in cheaper than that reuse of the Devastator set they did a few years back with Tonkanator for Hasbro. I mean, yeah, so it's not bad.
Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, for the price and the size, it's really good. And yeah, the overall when you put them all together, I mean, yeah, you look spectacular. So, not too bad.
What'd you think, Trina?
I thought, yeah, the same. I thought he looked awesome. It's a bummer that he wasn't, better crafted.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just looked awesome. It, like you said, if a kid were to play with that, it would fall apart, and that's a shame.
Well, I mean, you look at most kids, their ability to tolerate something that's not up to par is a lot worse than us. Like, we will give a little leeway where a kid playing with something like that keeps falling over and get mad and just throw it right across the room.
Oh, shit.
Voltron, go fly. I'm sorry about the window, Mommy. It won't happen again. Can I have another Voltron? There goes another window.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that's the end of the Voltron thing. So, Vinny, did you have anything else, or?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was still cool, man. I did enjoy those. But yeah, here is speaking of something else from the '80s. Here we go. So yeah, you gave me a call about this one, but I did pick it up already. I forgot to let you know. But yeah, he was on sale. We have Naugahyde, Pork Belly, and Yobo 3-pack from J. Joe Classified. So we have another Dreadnought. Yeah, Naugahyde. And this thing is pretty damn cool. I love the way that they did the packaging on this one. Again, with a nice window. The box art looked really good, too. Yeah, so we got another Aussie. We got an Australian here. Yeah. Down in the bayou. I don't know. But, yeah, it's... these guys are cool. I love the Dreadnoughts. So I'm so happy that they're making more of them.
It's not Talk Like an Aussie Day. It's Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Already? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 19th. Yep.
Oh,
some places used to give out free donuts if you came in and talked like a pirate.
Everyone, go support my project, Shadow the Kraken. Go buy extra copies of it. But damn, I didn't know. Yeah, I got to go plug that on Twitter in a bit. But yeah, this guy looked good. I do like the artwork that they did on this. That's really nice. But he's a cool looking character. He's one that he wasn't so easy to find when I was a kid. I traded, I think, my cousin or someone else to get him. And I didn't have everything. It's pretty much just like the figure himself. No accessories, no hat, no nothing. But yeah, this set is beautiful. I thought they did a killer job.
Yeah, right, Soul Assassin?
Yeah. Yeah. Black Series, the Star Wars shit, it's like they completely just don't give a shit. It's kind of crazy. You'll have a couple of figures that look halfway decent over there. But yeah, these guys, I don't know. The Classified series, it's been a home run. I think every single one of these guys. But yeah, he's pretty cool.
I like this because instead of that one, who is that G.I. Joe figure that has a parrot on his shoulder?
Oh, Shipwreck.
Shipwreck, yeah. So instead of Shipwreck with the parrot, you've got this guy with the monkey.
Yeah. The monkey's cool.
It's cool. Yeah, I like it.
And he's got an eye patch too, the monkey.
Oh, no shit. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. You'll see.
It really is a shame that his warthog is a liberal because I could see that nose ring.
It's a feminist.
But the hair's not dyed.
Everybody knew Shipwreck. Look at that Soul Assassin, Cotton. They were like, Shipwreck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Con had it. That's for sure.
Shipwreck was all.
You gotta paint that hog's hair like pink.
Oh yeah, and get him the pink sunglasses. Or
pink or blue.
Pink.
Yeah.
I saw someone do that. They had a stuffed one, and they put the shades on it, and they did the hair pink, so it looked like the one from the Ninja Turtles, like it was mounted on the wall.
Oh, cool.
It was
That is
fantastic.
cool.
But yeah, articulation is really good on this thing. If they sort of have like kind of ball joints for that whole kind of hip section, very natural.
It's kind of like what they did with Timber.
Yeah,
they did a really good job on the articulation with Timber too.
I don't have that one. I have the other one. I have the Rottweiler from Mutton Junkyard.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's a nice one too. But I do like they did the whole kind of mid torso area, like that ball joint. You can spin it all around. So yeah, beautiful stuff. These things are fun. But I just laid them down so I could show you guys a proper look at them. Yeah, look at that eye patch on his left eye.
That's great.
Yeah, the texturing on this figure too is really killer.
Yeah, that's actually really well done.
Yeah, the tattoos and everything. I want to show a better look at that. Yeah, kind of like the animal print for the vest.
Yeah.
It's a shame that there was no articulation on him, but it's fine with the pose that he's in. Like, it makes sense. Yeah, good stuff, though.
Mm-hmm.
I love how when they do a lot of these classified ones, that most of them are sticking true to the original designs, because there's nothing better than seeing the original design to its what should be its full glory like this. Just amazing shit.
Oh, it's killer. Yeah, they gave him the 3 scars on the top of his head, and it almost looks like 3 strands of hair. But I believe the original figure had something like that. He had, like, I think the scars on him, on his head.
I can't remember I had that figure. I just don't remember if he did or not. Yeah. But
his jaw was it was huge from what I remember because of they tried to do the mutton chops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, always DTF. YouTube has them playing all the time. The G.I. Joe episodes.
Yeah, 24/7.
Yeah, I highly recommend the movie. The movie's fantastic. The opening is one of the best that you'll ever see out of any cartoon. When it starts off with the Cobra, and they're by the Statue of Liberty. Like what an awesome opening! We can never play it though on the streams. Every time we do, maybe I'll do it on Rumble at some time, because on YouTube they always hit us. But yeah, articulation is super good on these things too.
Yeah, looks it.
I did clip that intro and play it once and didn't get hit, but I clipped it into super short segments.
Oh, okay. Because I've played it on the full one, and I had to like either delete the whole thing or it sucks. One thing that sucks about it is cheap plastic they used on his compound bow here. It's too rubbery. Same thing with the arrow. It was all warped and stuff too. So that was kind of a bummer, but he does come with a lot of good shit though. And like all the little clips and things, and however you want to pose this guy or how you want to store his weapons on him, like you have options. So they did a good job with that. The arrow is kind of a tight fit, but if you wanted the one to kind of be loose so you could put it in the bow, you could do that. I wasn't really fidgeting too much with how to put everything on because, again, running on a little bit out of time today when I was putting these things together. But you do have the option if you just want that on his back as is. And they also have like the sniper weapon that he comes with and the case for all of it. It comes with 2 knives. They're the same knife. They just go in, the different parts on them. Again, the sheath in the back and the one on his boot. But again, like the sculpt work and the paint application is so good on these things. Yeah, and these are all super tight fit. Like you're not losing those once you put them in there.
I like that.
Yeah, it's very secure. Even the hat, the way the hat goes on them, it's a snug fit. Now I do remember the figure. The original one, he did have this kind of weird machete thing. But yeah, just took the hand off when I slid everything on. I took off that furry thing. But I noticed afterwards there is a break in the circle, the bigger one. You'll see when I turn the inside. So there is a little break in that one as well. So you just got to be careful at how you're putting it on them. You don't technically have to take the hand off to slide it on, but it's still all right. And it's something different. So okay, this sniper rifle setup, I think they use this like on 4 different figures now. But yeah, the scope comes off, the silencer part, the other kind of like the kickstand thing on it, and yeah, you could plug it all in, and yeah, you have a carrying case for a sniper rifle, which is really well done.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is. Everything's super tight on that too. I didn't want to force it either, but you could get a close part.
It sounded like you were walking away while you were saying that. Kind of reminded me of Cable Guy. Like, I'm leaving now.
So But yeah, it's really cool though. I do like that, and like the sculpt work on it is killer. Yeah, these are great. So you could put it on his back like that, but they also put the hole. So if you want to put the extra part as well for the crossbow weapons, you could do that too. So you get all of his weapons on him. So that's pretty badass. And yeah, since he's a Dreadnought, I wanted to make sure I got Zorana out there as well, Zartan's sister. And yeah.
Oh, they announced Xandar too.
Yeah, I think I sent that over to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks killer. Is he like the last official one then?
I don't know if he's going to be the last because they still haven't done a few other ones. They never did Zanzibar. That came with the swamp skiff. They never did Thrasher. That came with the what was the Dreadnought car? The one they did Soundwave.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
No, see if Slasher was here, he would know exactly what it was.
Yeah. Thunder
Machine, maybe? I think it was a Thunder Machine.
Yeah, I wasn't good with the names of the vehicles. But yeah. No, the Dreadnoughts are so cool because they're like their own mercenaries, but they primarily work for Cobra. So that's why they're really cool. They didn't have the Cobra insignia, but they didn't need it because again, yeah, they kind of like they did their odd jobs and shit for it.
Oh, there he is. What up, Slasher? Yeah, the Thunder Machine.
Thunder Machine, yeah.
Slasher.
I knew he would know it. Soul Assassin said he just needs a meerkat, so he could have a warthog and Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh, yeah.
No, awesome looking figure, though.
Yeah.
A lot of callbacks to the original design and then more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was tossed between like a 9 and a 9.5. I went with a 9 because again, there was little things where I could have, engineering wise, they could have improved upon. Like he's got like the butterfly joints in his shoulders, but they don't work for shit. They're hidden behind the vest. Like certain things they could have fixed or made sure they work properly. Again,
so you're saying that the vest got in the way of the butterfly joints?
No, they didn't. That's the thing. They didn't.
Oh.
They're well hidden. But the function wasn't really there. Like, was it Big Boa? The Rocky Balboa boxer one?
Yeah, the boxer guy, yeah.
Like, his shoulders, they work very well. And it's like the same like upper torso that they used on them. So it's like, what the hell? If it worked on that one, how come it didn't work on this guy? So like, there's minor things I think they still need to kind of correct. And other little things too, like the Warthog. I think over time, his joints, they feel a little weak, but the problem is he's so top heavy because of the head and the upper torso that like his ankles and stuff. Like I'm worried over time it might get loose. You can kind of feel it, when you certain figures you kind of get that vibe. But and like I said, it's just minor things. If all that stuff was more secure, yeah, this guy could have easily been a 10. But again, still super high bar. For these guys, I think this is some of Hasbro's best stuff. Is the GI Joes, and again, who doesn't like the crazy Australian, Cobra character there? Like these guys are all awesome. I'm so pissed though I don't have Torch. I missed out on him. So hopefully I can still get my hands on it.
I missed out a few of them, Buzzer and Torch. But that was right around the same time when money is super tight. And not saying it's not super tight now, but I mean, I do have a little bit more breathing room right at the current moment. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Shifty Gives him say you saw they're releasing a new version of Law and Order.
Okay.
Cool, man. Yeah, dude. I know. What do you call it? The proper Cobra Commander. I think he's coming out at the end of October. The like official street date I think is like the 28th or something. So I want to get my hands on him. Out of like all of them, I've been dying to get that guy. So hopefully.
Hey, Shifty, that's something we were talking about. That's mostly due to the scalpers.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm always hustling, Soul Assassin. I'm always hustling. Not yet, Chaos Boy. We get to that at the end.
Yeah. But don't forget,
course,
though, too.
Papa being Papa.
By the way,
you're going to get Papa today.
Shifty, as it gets closer to the holiday season, you got to check crazy stores like Ross Clothing Store or what's the one, Marshalls. We've found in the previous year they were selling a lot of the G.I. Joe classifieds for about $5.99. So,
also check Ollie's.
Oh yeah, and Ollie's, yeah. Although I don't have one near me. It's like I gotta take almost a 2-hour drive to find one. But if you get lucky, you could find some good stuff for around that.
And yes, Godzillionaire, Naugahyde.
Yep.
Which was really nice to see that they used the original name because originally they were not going to use Naugahyde. They were going to use a different name.
Okay.
Remember that? We were talking about that on one of the shows. This was quite some time ago.
Yeah,
when they first announced they were going to do it, they said they were going to use a different name, and then they changed. I don't know what changed. I guess people bitched and moaned to them about it.
Why would you change his name? That's crazy. But yeah, good stuff. But yeah. Keep your eye out. I mean, you may be able to find them at good deals. I like to get a lot of these guys though when they do come out at GameStop. Because I have like the subscription thing there, so like every month I get like $5 off, so that's usually worth it too. So, yeah, there you go.
Awesome.
There were my figures for the week.
Yeah, there are a lot of people do some interesting customization, Soul Assassin, and Shifty. You never seen any at Ollie's beyond a snake face. And now, see, I found quite a few. Tomox and Zaymot. I found Stalker, which Vinnie didn't have, and he wanted one, so I sent him one of those.
Dude, yeah, for $6, man, that was a beautiful figure.
A couple other people have seen figures like Serana for $5 in Ollie's. So
wow.
Lady J was one of the ones that I got at Ollie's. I mean, I've seen quite a few different ones. The problem is when they get them in, they sell it really quick. So what happens is a lot of these people that are selling online, these scalpers and shit, they will go in and they will buy these son of a bitches in bulk. Then they will take them home and they'll jack up the prices and put them on eBay or wherever they're selling. So
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, if you happen to walk into an Ollie's, if you're not too far away and you check often, man, check often. I mean, it's like me and my Targets. Like every time I'm going out for pig food, I don't care if that's all I'm going there for. I'm looking down the whether I got money or not. And if I don't, I'm looking for some place to hide these things. Maybe over in the diaper section or something. You got to do what you got to do sometimes.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, they have one cup that they're doing crossover.
Speaking of name changes and stuff, did you guys hear how they're changing the Penguin's name from Oswald Cobblepot to Oz Cobb? In the series, yeah. In the Max? In the
HBO Max one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's not such a big deal.
To make him more grounded.
Matter of fact, that starts playing today on Max.
To make him more grounded.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense. Oswald Cobblepot. That's his name.
Everything's got to be some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slasher remembers that too. Kids, you don't know what Naugahyde is.
It's
Ben of Disney Boba Fett's for $1 at Ollie's.
Oh, I was gonna say too, and especially during the holiday season, don't forget to check Big Bad Toy Store because they do have sales from time to time, and you could find like a good number of like those GI Joes and stuff at a pretty good discount.
Yeah, you just got to hope that they send it out. Of course, they ain't as bad as Entertainment Earth.
Yeah. Well, if they're in stock, they usually you're good to go, pretty much.
Yeah, I hear you, Godzillionaire. Eternals, Marvel figures, and the Black Series figures, and the little retro carded ones. My ollies are stocked with those 365 days out of the year. They almost never move. That and Shang-Chi. I can't even tell you the walls of Shang-Chi figures that they have sitting around that will never, ever, ever move.
Yeah. These are terrible.
Yeah, the Rogue Marvel Legends. Oswald the Chamber Pot.
That was good.
Yeah, they do have to change everything, Chaos. They can't help themselves. They're ridiculous. Yeah. And cocaine is a hell of a drug. It absolutely is.
Right.
Do I have that? Yes, I do.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh, you know what's up right now for pre-order? Jada released another, but yeah, it's for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. Another Street Fighter figure. So hold on, I'll show this one. Yeah, they put Guile out, so he's gonna be coming. They said fourth quarter of this year. So
you know what I was just watching too? It's kind of funny. I was watching the Street Fighter 2 animated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was really good.
Yeah, it was good. He played a big part in that one too.
Yeah. I'm still the same. The Chun-Li Vega fight was amazing. That animation was killer. And I'm still so proud of Tommy. He enjoyed Ninja Scroll.
Even though it's not, you know what? Here, I tried another fighting type show because, like I've said multiple times, I know you guys can watch a lot of anime stuff over at Slasher McSplitter's anime channel. Does a lot of. I told everybody I'm not typically into those things. No, I think it's just like a lot of the ones that I've seen early on. I didn't care for them very much, so I went scrolling through a few more on Tubi last night. Mm-hmm. Two of them, shit, turned them off within 5 minutes. I was like, I can't stand these. I found a third one called Heavenly Sword. I didn't mind that. The animation was weird though. It was almost like that weird, like 3D animation, kind of like they almost used like on Beast Wars, kind of.
Yeah, Heavenly Sword was actually that's a video game, and they decided to make like kind of like an animated movie thing to kind of go with it. They did a very nice job with that. I was surprised too. The game was a lot of fun. That's the one that Andy Serkis, the one who played Golem and all that. They used his company to do all the motion capture for all the characters, and Andy Serkis was the main villain in that, the crow guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Now, Godzillionaire, did you all see the 12-inch They Live Roddy Piper figure? Way too much, but it's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Oh my god, that thing looked beautiful.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, we'll pull it up. Hold on.
Oh yeah, Shifty, very good figure. I got Ryu and Ken, and I picked up Vinnie Fei Long, and I still see a lot of Fei Longs in some of my targets, but I haven't run across Chun-Li yet in any of my stores. They already got Bison on the way, Sagat. Who else did they have?
Yeah, I want that.
Was it Vega and Balrog?
Well, we saw the whole lineup, but right now the ones that are up for pre-order, the new ones are Cammy, Guile. Who's the other one? I was just there. I'll pull it up again too.
What are you talking about, Soul Assassin? She was fully naked.
What?
Chun-Li.
Oh, Chun-Li? No, she had on. She had her.
No, when they were doing the shower scene, she was fully naked.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's true.
Real quick before you pull that up, a fuse box and $1.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, fuse box. We appreciate that. Let's see if I can find something good to play for you. What do we have here? What do we have? We're kind of limited on this one, but I can give you.
What car is that coming up? Creep. Drive by.
for $1. Thank you. There you go. You got a drive-by bumper. Yeah, don't forget tomorrow, guys. Yeah, we're gonna get into the Diddy stuff. You guys have a good laugh to see how gross everything is. We'll probably be mostly on Rumble, but we'll try to stay on YouTube for as long as we could. But yeah, this is a 12-inch Piper, and yeah, this thing is beautiful.
Wow, yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it's Mondo. Right now, I did see Mattel has the 6-inch one out of Piper from. It's the same deal too, though. They have like soft goods for a shirt. But it was kind of neat to see. But yeah, it does not hold a candle to this one. Yeah, the 12-inch one is absolutely amazing.
Nice.
I hope they do a Keith David as well. That'd be cool to see. But yeah, this company's very pricey though. He's like over $200.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's amazing work that they put in here.
Wow, look at the detail on that freaking gun.
Yeah. Amazing stuff. Yeah, I think they did like a lot of the X-Men characters and stuff too, the 12-inch ones. And the He-Man, their He-Man figures are jaw-dropping. Yeah, Mondo does some good work. Let's see, we'll click on some of the stuff. Oh yeah, the Batman animated series, they did those too. Yeah, look at their Hordak.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, hold on. I'll get some more photos.
Wow, that looks awesome.
Yep. I seen 2 of these at that one toy store. I haven't been there in forever, but I got to go back there at some point. I want to see if I can sell some more shit. But yeah, they had like 2 of them behind the glass. Holy shit! In person, yeah, it's like break glass for emergency. Yeah, it's an emergency. I need those figures.
Damn.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah, and they sort of did like the joints on them, sort of like the NECA that we were talking about. A little bit like that kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty neat. Yeah, the sculpt work is incredible on these.
That looks great.
Yeah, look at that thing. That's over 12 inches.
I like how Godzilla is trying to convince himself. I refuse to start collecting 12-inch figures. No.
I know it's a dangerous rabbit hole. But,
I know, because you can't just have one 12-inch figure.
Yeah, well, technically with They Live, I mean, you kind of could, but
Trina, are you trying to say something?
See, I don't. Well, yeah, he looks awesome too, but I don't. How much do they want for that one?
For this guy, $190.
See, I think that's a bit much. Whoa, okay,
shit.
Yeah.
Get out of town,
dude.
Holy shit, that looks good. Sons of bitches.
Oh man.
Is that a real leather coat?
It should be for that price.
Yeah, right.
For that price, it should have some of Kurt Russell's real hair on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Are they making the dog too? That's a good likeness.
That's awesome.
I think it's still a little softer than your regular, like your Hot Toy stuff, but it works. You know, it still feels like a good figure. Oh, that's cool. Alternate head.
Mm.
That is spot on.
My God.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, I love this.
There goes Vinnie's wallet. Looks like it'll be starving day this payday.
I got to sell someone else's kidney if I want to freaking get these figures.
Dude, go back one slide. Look at his eyes.
Yeah, with that gloss finish over him.
It looks like there's life there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I love this.
Trina's gonna get the figure just to kiss him.
Trina's sitting there looking at that figure going, giggity.
Yeah, these are freaking amazing. That's so cool. Yeah, you get every freaking look from the movie. This is badass.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, this is the first time I've even seen this. I had no idea that they even made them.
What are you saying, Bone? That she should change her name to Trina's Enable Horror?
I think we did it all to ourselves as well. Even shit like someone didn't know about, and they're like, "Oh yeah, did you see that?" And you're like, "Oh man, yeah, these are great." Let's see the full. There's a full list of stuff that he comes with.
I just can't get over those eyes.
4 different heads he comes with. No, 2 different heads.
Well, 2 of them are at the bottom are like frosted, like snow covered.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, these companies keep stepping it up. I like that they're doing more fan favorite movies and characters. I'm sorry, The Thing is a perfect movie.
Yep.
That is a 10 out of 10 all the way.
I'll give it a 5.
You're just being a dick now for the sake of it.
Well, yeah, if not me, who? If not now, when?
Yeah. This is wow. Holy shit. $235.
Dude.
Yeah, so if it's an official company doing it, absolutely.
Yeah, there's your skeleton. Oh, this is the more modern one. Hold on. They got the older one that looks way better. Yeah, here he is. Look at this Skeletor.
That's beautiful. If you have a really nice cabinet with some LED lights.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, the manager at the comic shop I go to, he showed me his setup that he has at home. It's like he's got I think 3 big cases like that, and he has the blue LED lights from behind. Oh yeah, it's a killer setup.
What's going on, Happy?
Hey, Happy.
Yeah, these are beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that is the jaw that opens and closes too. Damn these companies. I believe they made a Battle Cat as well. Oh look, they even did the old school original head from the toy.
It looks like somebody just threw a Classics head on it almost.
Right? But yeah, that is wow. That's good shit right there. Beautiful detailing. Look at that paint that they used too, with the metallic finish. And the speckling in there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. The wash on the bones. Yeah, that's this company, man. Yeah, they did a damn good job. Is that leather? It almost looks like leather too, but I don't think it is. Yeah, beautiful. And see, I love when the companies, they actually have the full ball joint with the peg that's put into the hand properly. So they're each individual. That's the way to do it. Yeah, these are killer. Again, way too pricey. Yeah. Oh, they did Man Bat. He's got to be huge.
I like that style.
Yeah, the animated series, they really did a beautiful job with those. Just go through him real quick. Nice. Yeah, oh man, these are great. Yeah, Mondo is a pretty damn solid company. I think I only have one figure from them. It's the Iron Giant, and he's not a big figure though. He's just like maybe 8 inches, something like that. But it is pretty cool. Oh, they did Megan. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
Good job with these.
The rooted hair too.
Yeah. Pretty damn cool.
That's awesome.
I like the blood on there. That's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks good.
Holy shit. Does it have rolling eyes? I think it does. It's in the eyes, Chico. Yeah, that's impressive.
Very.
What the hell is she going for? 214. Wow. Yeah, this is a solid company.
I don't know anything about that, Trina.
Oh, look, they got Cher. That's a beautiful face.
Oh, I have no idea, Soul Assassin. I know that there was a movie with her in it, a horror movie, Jennifer's Body.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that one though.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. That other blonde, what the hell is her name? Is she the Mamma Mia one? What the hell? I can't remember her name. But, yeah, no, these look amazing.
Yeah.
Again, see, they're smart. They did the wired cape. That's how you do it. You get so much more movement out of these figures and posability. Good stuff. That's cool.
That's very cool.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't normally see them doing stuff like that. They have the hair wrapped around the sheath like that. So what, is one side supposed to be a comb for her hair?
That's great.
Shit. That is nice.
Oh man, I fucking love that.
She looked good next to your Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Definitely.
Wow. Yeah, this is amazing. Beautiful stuff. Way to go, Mondo. Yeah, she sold out. Yeah, there's that He-Man. This guy looks badass.
I know, right, Godzillionaire?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like that one. His arms are too stumpy. He looks like he's got midget arm problem.
A little bit.
When he's posed like that, it looks good.
Yeah, we get the weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think this is like one of the first ones that they had done on top of it. I don't know. That looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, that really does look good.
That's a killer setup.
Yeah, the perfect weapon for Trina. An axe for her enemies and a comb to do her hair with.
Look at those shots. That's fucking cool.
Yep.
Nice. I don't know, man. Yeah, this company is pretty damn solid. Definitely giving it to them. That's about it there. But, there you go.
All right. I got a toy break for us here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to hit everybody with a toy break.
Welcome back for this toy break on Collectable Past. Unfortunately, Helmet can't be here for this one, and if you know who Helmet is, Mr. Sci-Fi and Transformers Pig cannot be here because he's feeling a little under the weather right now. But from the bottom basement prices that you sometimes get at Walgreens and some of these other places, we got the Mars Converter Valve Charger. I thought this one looked pretty interesting just because I love that 57 Chevy look. And yes, it is a 57 Chevy. It's easy to tell by the bullet nodules that you have on the front bumper, the way the headlights are placed, and of course the big shark fins that are sitting in the back with that specific design that was only available on the 57 Chevy. So let's get him out of his box and take a quick look at him. We're going to go with Valve Charger right out of the box. It's not incredibly articulated. There is a little bit of bend right there in the leg. Of course, movement at the knee. The foot here moves up and down a little bit. The arms move around. They're pretty weak. The joints are. A little quick elbow right there. See, there is hand turn. There should be no helmet or head movement whatsoever, and there is not. But it does have a little bit of a waist turn as well. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get him transformed in his 57 Chevy and take a look at that. Here we go with Valve Charger in his 57 Chevy form. I gotta say, even for a cheaper toy, for the most part, this thing does port together fairly well. There's a few spots in here where it's a little bit lacking, but he kind of semi-rolls. Pretty interesting piece, and considering that they sell this at Walgreens as part of their Mars converters for only about $13. I think it was $12 to $13. This is a pretty good find, I think, and it's a pretty big figure. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this toy break.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn cool for $13.
Yeah. When I seen that, I was like, I seen the color, and as soon as I seen the color, I was like, damn, it looks like one of them old car colors. And I looked and seen it was a 57. I was like, oh shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. That's kind of neat. Yeah.
My brother he's got a remote control car that's that exact color. That it's the same 57 Chevy. I think it's beautiful. It's like almost 2 feet long. It's huge.
Oh, that is something I wanted to bring up, and I forgot all about it. So they're coming back out with mask figures again.
Oh, nice.
They're going to be doing retro releases of masks. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to be updated with articulation and everything like that, but I do know that they're bringing masks back.
Holy shit! Wow. So they're hanging us upside down and trying to get every loose bit of change.
Yeah, they are shaking us. They are shaking us like bullies on a schoolyard at this point.
Bastards.
So I got one more thing I'm going to save until the end of the show. I got this from Soul Assassin for Trina.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's cool.
I like that.
Excellent.
And as far as some of the stuff that I've seen Hasbro's doing, so they got the Transformers Con coming up, and these son of a bitches, they're bending people over backwards for re-releases and repaints. So they got this set right here. This look familiar to you?
I gotta blow this up more. One sec. Yeah, what set is this?
Here, maybe the next picture will give it away.
Oh, okay. But oh, geez.
It's just a re-release of the Volcanicus Dinobot core class set. But look at that price.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
For new paint?
These things are only like $10 to $12 a piece in the store. They're charging $80 for these things.
Yeah, that's retarded. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why.
Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at them. There's nothing really different except new paint job and Decepticon logos.
And from what you told me too as well on this, you said that it's a shitty set. Like
it is. It falls
apart. Suck.
Yeah, they fall apart as Volcanics. Like the individual core class figures, they're not the worst things in the world, but a lot of them are lacking in articulation, and everything. But when you put them in the Volcanicus, which was supposed to be the big seller, it barely wants to stay together. And this thing just looks like meh.
Look at that right arm, how bad that is. Jesus. Now, the original figure, he came with those fists?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so each one of them, they had like a specific part.
I thought I originally had uploaded 2 pictures of him. There should have been another picture of him. He comes with some kind of like a conglomeration of all the weapons.
So does Grimlock come with the big head then?
Yes. Yeah.
It's separate and you plug it in, or is it part of his transformation?
Yeah, it just plugs right over top. Here's the other photo with the weapons.
Yeah, that looks ugly as shit.
It does. I am not impressed with this at all.
Mm-mm.
And especially at that price.
No.
Like, yeah, you could miss me. That's supposed to be a big giant reveal for a Transformer Con. Nothing new. Yeah, just a repaint and a shitty one at that.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. Oh, by the way, I did pull up the Street Fighter. So the ones that are available right now, Chun-Li, you could get her for $24.99 on Big Bad Toy Store. She's in stock. Fei Long, Ken Masters. We got Bison, Dalsim. The ones that are for pre-order, yeah, they are Cammy, Guile, DJ, and actually Ryu. He's I guess he sold out, so he's back on pre-order. Yeah. So sorry, I forgot before.
No problem.
But yeah,
here's what else they got going.
Yeah, I saw this. Yeah. Which, okay, I got my issues with these fucking people. I don't know why they keep doing this. Notice Spider-Man. They did not give him the hinged toes. Like, they only released, I think, 2 figures that had, like, the proper hinged toes. If you're going to keep re-releasing the same mold and everything, why don't you do the proper version of him? So that way he has full articulation, not that he's missing some. Because, again, in the comics and stuff, he's known for doing that, for, being on the front parts of his feet whenever he's, like, landing and stuff, doing his flips and shit. Why would you leave that out? I mean...
Vulture is a ginger.
The cartoon, like he took some kind of serum or something that made him younger. I think he has the old man head too on this set.
No, the next one up is this guy.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the character, but I mean that looks good.
It's a pretty good looking mold with the chair and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I wasn't exactly a Kang fan.
Agreed. A lot of them, Soul Assassin, the hinge toes are a must.
Yeah. Especially at the price points now. They're jacking the prices up on these.
What's up, Steve? Trina threw a brick at me and told me to dress in latex.
He's Steve.
He's lying. He was already in the latex.
So there you go with this guy. Starduster. Edward Starduster Skylar.
It looks pretty neat, but that's the Duke body. That's the one that we just saw in stores, the retro carded one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's Duke, just with a different paint job.
But that's what they're giving. I thought it was TF. No, it's a Pulse Hasbro PulseCon.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And that's their exclusive. And and I understand Godzillionaire. There's quite a few characters that they had in Japanese that they didn't have in the American. Some of them were, and I got into this with Pacific yesterday on his 40th celebration for Transformers, that they had actually dug back into the well of the old Microchange when they were doing some of the Japanese shows, like when they were doing their Godmaster series. So, I mean, but at the same token, I mean, they're reusing a shitty set and just painting it and then charging a lot more for it. And it's absurd.
Yep.
And like, I'm sure that this one is probably going to be ridiculously priced too for just a repaint and a few different accessories.
Yeah.
They make me sick.
Mm-hmm.
Kang with domestic abuse lawyer included. Yeah, Stiga, he bought a 40th anniversary in Gamorrean Garden.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
So, did we have anything else?
Yeah, I actually just saw this. Let me pull it up. Apparently, McFarlane is trying to steal some of the thunder away from NECA with the Beetlejuice stuff. I guess this is their movie Maniacs, but it's the 1988 Beetlejuice. He looks like he's got melty face. Like, the body's okay, the position's kind of okay, but he looks like he's melty. Like, there's no proper detail in this thing.
Yeah, I haven't been impressed with any of these Beetlejuice figures, and for a while I was really hoping to see some new ones.
Yeah, me too. And you could tell over here already.
Supposed to be, but
yeah, one leg shorter than the other, so they could put them on this stupid base. It's not even. This is so half-assed and lazy as shit. That looks terrible. Let's see the other one. Like, what are they doing? Like with the faces and the hair? Like,
I don't like it.
They look god awful. Like, it looks like they tried to real scan someone standing and doing that pose, and then just said, we'll just
no, Vinnie. It looks like they tried to real scan a VHS copy of Beetlejuice that was degraded.
I'm telling you, the only one that they did right is the one that I reviewed, which was the dude, the Big Lebowski. That's the only one that looks good in their stupid movie Maniac line.
Here you go, Vinny. So this is what I was talking about earlier.
What's that?
Manga Batman.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not. Yeah, that's interesting. You know what that body is? It's the same one that I reviewed multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! See how lazy he is.
This is what Slasher always talks about: 10 million different repaints for the same damn figure.
Basically,
Todd, we got to make more money.
So the only thing that's new, you can pull it back up. The only thing that's new is the head, the belt, and the bat symbol. That's it. The rest of it is all the same shit. Maybe his diapers are a little different. Yeah, his diapers a little different. But otherwise, everything else is the same. Not cheap.
Not impressed with what Tuna Todd does.
Yeah. The Adam West one looks fantastic, though. That really does look good. I want to get my hands on it, but right now, like I said, mine's a little tight.
Yeah, I hear that. All right, I'm going to take us out on one last thing here. So we're going to get into old school toy time. Let's see what the pig dug up this time.
Guys, welcome back for this old school toy time. No Pig is here for this one. This one is actually going to take most of our recording area. So from 1989, we have this Beetlejuice doll right here who did have a talking feature. I have to hold the stringer. It sounds like garbage. And even then, it kind of like barely. Now, if I don't hold the string, wow, almost lost my head. And he also had the feature where he can almost lost his head by spinning it around. There you go, 1989. and a Beetlejuice style with talking features and spinning head. Guys, hope you enjoyed this one for this old school toy time. Welcome back as we're hanging out with Indy, the big and fluffy, the archaeological pig. We're hanging out, and of course you know what that means. It's old school toy time. So what are we showing off today from 1991 and Matchbox? We got a few carded Matchbox vehicles. So we got this ambulance with moving parts. We also have a Model A truck. We also have a bus. Now you will notice that this one is a different line than the other two. But the third one I'm showing off, which is a Chevy Blazer, is from the same line as the other ones from Matchbox. Of course, some of the old school Matchboxes, they used to have the offers on the back. This one for a racer. Pretty cool. Nothing like some good old-fashioned, old-school Matchbox vehicles. So we got those. Let's put those to the side for a moment while Indy gets his nom on. Right, Indy? Nothing better than some good old-fashioned lettuce nom time. And then we're going to show off one more piece. This one is from Ertl. And this is from I believe that's 81. And we've got Boss Hogg's limo. Still has a little Boss Hogg thing on the back right there, and it still has the bull horns on the front of the vehicle. Granted, the paint job, it's a little bit chipped up, it's a little bit beat up, but there we go with that piece.
Those are great. I had the Model A and I had the Chevy.
Okay.
I had those two.
It's always fun to find these things, like the old man squirreled everything away and stuff like that in packages. It's just a shame I'm not running across one that's like thousands of dollars, because the pig would be happy. And you would see the next toy show. Hey, I'm coming in with 10 million things today. We're going to have a 5-hour-long show because...
I'll say one thing, though. That Beetlejuice thing was like nightmare fuel.
Yeah, I had the Hogmobile as a kid. Awesome. Yeah, that Beetlejuice, like, holy crap. Godzilla.
Like, what the hell was that?
He says if you play this backwards, Beetlejuice figure is begging for help.
I think so.
Ship the Dark Knight Returns Superman body has been used like 5 times. The new suits with the eagle uses it also, but it has a new head and those stupid black trunks. But yeah, that is the end. That is everything that I have for the show. So I guess it's time. It's time. But Trina isn't back. Damn it. Shite. We should have had a Golden Trina award, but there's no Trina. Whatever are we going to do?
I think she'll come back.
That Beetlejuice said, F it. I'd rather go back into storage. Yeah, I'm imagining it's something that actually holds a string, slows it down. Something in that voice box.
But even if
where it's probably had a rubber seal or something.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Did that thing get water on it or something? Or
no, it was just stored in the attic. It was super dry in that attic. It just, yeah.
When do you remember when you first had it? Did it sound like him?
I thought it sounded a little bit closer than that. This sounds a lot faster than I remember. It was still a little bit too fast. It wasn't exactly Keaton, but it sounded better than this. It was easier to understand. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't sound like that guy doing the Micro Machine commercials.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I think that doll's possessed.
It could be. It's like the Gollum juice. But yeah, I guess we were going to end out on that. Normally we would do the Golden Trina Award. Trina's not back yet. I don't know if she will get back anytime soon.
Should we stall for a little more time?
I have nothing else to stall with. I went through the grand list of everything that I had.
Is it a number 1 or a number 2? Sorry.
Yeah, I wish that, you know what? While we're waiting, see if we can bring something up on the mask figures that they're re-releasing.
Oh, yeah. I was kind of curious about that. It's coming out next year?
I'm not sure if it's going to be this year or next year. I'm pretty sure they said 2025.
There's something here. I guess it's Reddit. I don't know. Oh, it kind of blew up kind of big. All right, one sec. Let me open this. This is one that I found. Yeah, this has got to be the newer one. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah, because the original ones, you couldn't put the helmet under their arm, so.
That's on Reddit, so I don't know if that was a custom or not, but yeah, Mass Toys Return.
Loyal Subjects. That's from Loyal Subjects, so that's what I had heard.
Yeah. But yeah, they're just literally showing the old one here. This could be an actual product shot. Huh. But I'd want the car though. I would want that, not whatever that other vehicle was.
What about the truck? What was that? Was that the Rhino?
I don't remember. It's been a while. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is the original stuff.
Yeah, because the figures were stupidly simple. They just the arms and legs moved, then the head turned, and that was it. And you just put the helmet on.
Yeah. Those are still neat.
Yeah, I'd sold the pilots a while back. So I had what was his name? Miles. Was it Miles Standish or damn it, what the hell was not Standish? Miles Mayhem. Miles Mayhem, and the other guy was Fire something. God, damn it. I forget what his name was. I wasn't like super like you know, a matter of fact, it was that guy right there. That guy with the silver and red helmet.
Yeah, I had this too, man. I love this figure.
I forget Fire Crotch. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Fire Crotch.
Fire away.
I wasn't super familiar with the names of all of them, but I found two of those figures with their helms in really good shape in a Transformers lot. So I sold the figures, and I think I got like $15 a figure.
Okay. Probably go for more. I mean, I would imagine. This is a really solid fucking line. Dude, they were only $10 back then. Jesus.
Well, I mean, it seems cheap now, but back then, $10 was a lot more. Like I said, the Optimus Prime and those Voltron figures being around $20, that was big money back then.
Yep. Oh, it
Miles Morales. No, it was Miles Mayhem. I was trying to remember his name. Like I said, I wasn't overly familiar with Mask. I knew of it. And Miles Standish was a puppet and crank anchors. Thank you, God. I'm trying to remember his name, guys. Give me a break. I eventually got there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty neat, though. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure, like for the Toy Fair in February, they'll drop a whole bunch.
Yeah. Trina's back. So we can move into our final segment. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Golden Trina Award for the best review of the night.
All right. I am going to give this one to Tommy because of all the clips that you had tonight. And I think you did a great job. And congratulations.
Thank you very much. I humbly accept this on the entirety of the Guinea Pig Collective. And I like to say it's about time that we are on the top again. To you, Vinnie. We are now number one. Suck it, suck it, suck it.
Haven't you won? You've won more than me on those.
I'm so humble about it.
Yeah.
I'm very humble.
If you're not gonna be if you're gonna be a sore winner, then I'm not gonna award you the Golden Trina Award again.
Oh, right? Son of a bitch! I love you guys.
Yeah, behave, Tommy, because otherwise you're gonna get some loges.
Not okay.
I know, Soul Assassin. One of these days, I'm gonna find some place to put my 3D printer. I swear, I will print some Golden Trina.
Oh, I know where you could put it, Tommy.
And that all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
It looked like we had a last minute pop in the back, but they didn't apparently have anything working. So they popped in and popped back out. But yeah, that's our show for tonight, guys. I want to thank everybody that has been hanging out in the chat with us. Everybody that goes out and shares links. I know I didn't put any posts out for it. I mean, everybody is going to come and find us. Usually knows where to find us every single week. We don't deviate from the schedule very much. And the pig is a stickler for time. You can ask anybody up here. But thank you. You can spend your time anywhere you want, and you choose to spend it here, and it means an awful lot. And we do appreciate you taking your time to listen to us talk about this stuff, and we hope you enjoy it. If at any point you have suggestions about something you want to hear in the future, be sure to reach out to one of us on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, Twitter. Just let us know if there's something in particular you'd like to hear about, because I am going to eventually start delving back into talks about old series and their history again on Collectable Past. I've done it a few times before, but I want to kind of get back into that, to liven up the show with a little bit more history talk on some of these toy lines. I think it's so much fun, especially as we see a lot of these older toy franchises getting renewed life with these re-releases or upgraded releases. So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Batman does look fantastic.
It did.
Yeah, I like that.
You can give him the Bat-2C there.
But I'm going to hand it over to my esteemed colleagues over here, and they're going to let you know what they have going on or coming up.
Hey, I'm stuck. I can't transform. Ow! Thanks. I think.
Yeah, guys, we're at the printer right now for the art of Vinnieart, a work of art, and as soon as I get the update on that, at least when they mail them out to me, then I'll put another update for the campaign. But yeah, get ready, folks. That 140-page book is coming your way. I think I still have the book by itself as a late pledge. So if you are looking for it, if you still want it, you can still get it right now. If you hit the link tree and go to the Kickstarter, you'll get it there. But for the most part, it's pretty much run its course, I think. We still have other books and stuff. It's Talk Like a Pirate Day, apparently, for another 45 minutes or so. So go back Shot of the Kraken. That's also on the link tree. Or go to Vinnieart.com and you can get it there. Get it for a gift for a family member or somebody, whatever. Holidays are coming up. Support my books if you could. That'd be a very good thing. A tremendous thing, a wonderful, a glorious thing. I will be doing a horror convention next month in Miami. So if anyone is down there, I think it's called Horror Weekend. It's from GalaxyCon. So just look up GalaxyCon and look for it there. But yeah, it should be like the weekend of October the 18th. And get some stuff ready for that. City of Venus 2, still working on it. I'm making sure you guys are going to get top quality as always. And tune in tomorrow. We're going to talk about some crazy stuff. We're going to break down the Diddy shit. And it's connected to a whole lot of stuff. And we'll speculate on what's going to happen to him. But I'm sure it's going to be very similar to Epstein. I'm just saying. So, tune in tomorrow. We'll be on YouTube for a little bit and then Rumble for the rest of it. That's around 5 p.m. And so thank you, everyone in chat. Thank you, everyone on panel. You guys and girls rock.
Awesome. Always a pleasure, Vinnie. Always a pleasure. Now we're going to kick it on over to Trina.
Hey, Prime, what do you think Megatron's going to do to Starscream?
Nothing gentle, I would say.
Okay. Well, yeah, this was another fun stream with you guys. And yeah, thank you, all you guys in the chat. Thank you for hanging out with us. And anybody watching on the replay, thank you as well. Yeah, you can catch my channel at Real Horror here on YouTube. That's REEL. And on Tuesday nights at usually around 8:30 or so on Etev's channel, Wrestling with Horror 420 here on YouTube. We do our horror movie reviews. And I'm not sure what movie we'll be doing next, but I'm sure it'll be a blast. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us, and Vinnie and Tommy, it was great hanging out with you again.
Oh, absolutely, a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. You guys are great, you know, and it does mean a lot that we can all get together and have a little bit of fun and just avoid all the ridiculous shit that we normally see every single day. I mean, it's the one thing I think that makes this stream special, for at least for me. You just kick back and have some laughs and just avoid all the nonsense for a while and just have a good time.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, I guess I'm going to kick it over to myself.
And all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Guys, that's what I'm doing all day long, giving it to weirdo liberal dogs left and right. I can't help myself. It's just what I do. But as far as the channel, I'm still trying to get his videos out there when I can. Things have just been a little bit hectic as we had gotten everything together for Cliff Jumper, and I'm still trying to piece together the rest of his tribute video, which when that's ready to be released, I will wind up announcing it probably on a Tuesday stream on one of the Guinea Pig Nibbling live show, and give him the proper send-off that he deserves. I mean, I think we did the absolute best we could with his casket, and if anybody didn't see Cliff Jumper's casket, here's a quick shot of it. That's what we did for him: wood burning, staining, painting, the whole nine. Plus we got an Autobot pin for him.
Yep. Dude,
that's beautiful, Tommy.
Nothing but the best for this guy. This picture doesn't do it justice because there's like all kinds of little cell shading and everything that I tried to put on it to make it as nifty as possible. I thought that guy deserved it. Matter of fact, he was the first pig I ever started doing toy reviews with. So,
wow,
yeah, that's awesome.
What's up, Manliness? Just as we're getting ready to exit, Manliness pops in. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you can make it, even if it's towards the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doing my best. Yeah, we are having a little bit of difficulty. That's why Helmet couldn't appear in all the Transforming toy videos, because he does have that little bit of a wheeze thing again. So we took him to the vet. So it is like asthma type related stuff that he's got. So he's got to get treatments, and he's got to get steroids and all the other stuff. So is what it is. Apparently the person who had him before I adopted him didn't really take care of him very well, and he was a runt of litter, so he was already susceptible to stuff like that. So it's just something I got to keep on top of. It's not a big deal. I make sure that he's well taken care of and well fed. Hungry little sucker. But guys, thank you for hanging with us. Absolutely. Hope that you all have a good one. Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not think, because your silence and your compliance gives consent. And we will catch you next time down the road. Keep collecting, y'all. It's all or one.
Peace. You better run, Mojito.
You what? I thought you said don't move.
That was before. Now, you run.